The Veil of Isis. A Cthulhu by Gaslight, Golden Dawn actual play. With David Larkins as the keeper of arcane lore.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, I know.
Indeed. Alright.
David realized he's a little...
trick.
Oh, wait, no. Okay.
Hope that's not too intrusive.
It's totally intrusive, how dare you.
Then you'll have to deal with it.
Oh.
Is it going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
It better be. Or else the plan will fall through. And that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, doggies ensconced.
Doggy is ensconced. Excellent.
Fire's going.
Fire's going. Good to go.
Got some music.
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, you never got your motto, but that's okay.
That's alright.
Neither did I. I never got
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll show itself.
Are you
eventually.
zealoters or neophytes or where are you at on the GD?
Oh,
I am... The hell am I? Zealoter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a zealoter.
Me too. Me too.
I'm a practicus.
Whoa!
Practicus.
Really?
Oh.
Whoa! All right then.
I'm a personal friend of Mather's.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
got
a personal enemy of his wife.
Ooh.
That's how the dice came out. I was like,
Oh,
that's
I like
interesting.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Crowley didn't show up till a little later, did he?
Who's that?
Alistair Crowley.
Oh, yeah, Crowley. He's going to show up in the future.
Okay.
Yes. Future.
Then he's smart anyway.
Yeah.
Zipping it up.
Alright.
Alright. So, yes, it is September 23rd, 1893. The autumnal equinox.
Nice.
And so you have all gathered at Mark Mason's Hall in London for the biannual Equinox Festival of the Isis Urania Temple. So it's a slightly ominous day, apparently, according to the music. No, it's actually a mild fall day, auspicious for the ceremony, and pretty much the entire temple membership has turned out. So it's sort of this twice-a-year opportunity to kind of, move among the various members of the temple and, schmooze, talk, touch base, catch up, that sort of thing.
Oh. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, no. Do you have information? Who my number is?
Oh, right.
I don't have that.
I do, yeah.
You know who it is.
Yeah.
I forget.
I didn't tell you, because they haven't joined yet.
Oh, that's right, but I have an ally. No, the ally I don't know who I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know who my ally is.
You don't know who the ally is.
I know
Did
who
you
my
have
enemy
nemesis?
is. I do. I have an enemy.
Actually, same here. I know that I have one ally who is yet to be revealed, but I don't remember who my nemesis is.
Okay. Wow,
Okay.
excellent.
Check your email.
I will.
It's in there somewhere.
Excellent.
I know
Well,
that I
none
read
of your
it.
nemesis are going to try anything on this particular day because it is.
Oh, okay. I
It's
just
a
got really excited. Oh.
party.
I have a nemesis.
Well, that would be on my mind. Like, are they going to be there? You know, are they going to start giving me shit for something? Or.
Dude, you are not my nemesis.
Alright.
So, no, yeah, I mean, pretty much the whole temple membership has turned out, and sort of leading the ceremony is going to be William Westcott. Mathers has been living in Paris for the last couple of years, so more of a correspondence kind of based relationship at this point. And of course, Frances Farr is there, and she's actually
Florence,
excuse me. She's actually going to be participating in the, leading the ceremony.
right?
So Florence is your connection. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I rolled a, basically, she only took one contact, so it's a 50-50 chance of it being an ally or enemy. So I'm like, like, all right, 1 to 50 will be an ally. I rolled a 0 1, so I'm like, all right, you guys are pretty strong allies.
Okay.
I figure.
All right.
So, but yeah, you've all shown up at Mark Mason's Hall, which is just this sort of typically London edifice, 4-story building with a large meeting hall. Basically, there's nothing terribly fancy or occult about it.
Okay.
The hall is large enough to contain the 70 or so members currently in the temple. And chairs have been set out on all 4 sides of the hall, and you are all seated according to your ranks. So let's see here. We didn't have any neophytes, right?
Am I in the coat closet? Where the hell?
Nosebleeds.
Yeah.
You're in the utility room.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's hot in here.
We had a couple practici though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the practici are going to be seated on the west side of the room, and then the zealotors and the neophytes are on the north side of the room.
Okay.
Philosophi are on the south. Inner members sit on the east side.
How about the Zealoters? Where do we sit?
You're on the
North.
with the neophytes.
Are you a Zealoter?
I am a zealoter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're all sort of sprinkled amongst 2 sides of the room.
But we're seated, and it's about to begin.
Yes, you've all filed in. You're all in your robes,
oh
your
god.
ceremonial robes.
This is creepy.
Yeah.
It was like when some animal sacrifices were
I know, that's what I'm
with chanting.
This is England. There will be children sacrificed.
Yeah, please.
We're getting into
Animals.
We're getting into 70s
Chimney
hammer
sweeps.
horror territory.
Yeah. Chimney sweeps?
Oh,
We got them by the
okay.
thousands.
Nice. Go to by the
We
thousands.
do.
Well, I think I'm sitting behind you. Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Is my hat annoying you?
No, you're wearing your hat with the gown.
Yep.
No, I think I'm sitting behind you.
All right.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, and so on the east side of the room are the chiefs of the order, and they're actually sitting on a raised dais. And let's see here. Oh, they have various titles like the Hierophant and the Equinox and so forth. But they're sort of like these are order titles that sort of pass amongst various members of the inner order. So this particular ceremony, Florence Barr is actually the Hierophant.
Mm-hmm.
So she comes in with a staff, comes up on the dais and sort of knocks the staff on the dais, and that sort of signals for quiet. And then she announces, "Fratres and sorores of all grades of the Golden Dawn and the Outer, let us celebrate the festival of the vernal equinox." And so you all rise, because you've all done this before. Mm-hmm. And then she knocks again. She says, "Frater Carix, proclaim the equinox and announce that the password is abrogated." And then the Carix passes to the northeast and raises his wand, and facing west says, "In the name of the Lord of the universe and by command of the very honored Hierophant, I proclaim that the vernal equinox is here and that the password is abrogated." He then returns to his place, and you stand facing towards the dais and follow the officers in making signs towards it. "Let us consecrate, according to the ancient custom, the return of the equinox." And it sort of goes on like this. Mm-hmm. So it goes on for about a half hour, various sort of, okay, you go over here and you do this sign this way and so forth, just very ceremonial things, And then at that point, all the outer order members are asked to leave. What, the music?
Yeah, because I'm so not used to you running things with music, so I'm just getting really, tense.
We did the Miskatonic University thing with the jazz in the background.
But that felt really kind of like...
This is like they're making signs.
Yeah, I know.
Mongolian throat singing. You're like, we're all chanting together.
I know. It's
well,
holy
there
crap.
is some call and response things, where someone invokes something and you all go amen,
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure we're saying amen.
You do, actually.
Hallelujah, brother.
Because it's sort of this mix. It's this esoteric mix. There's some Christian spirituality and there's Eastern mysticism, and it's all just kind of mixed up together.
All right.
So after about a half hour, Damn right you do. After about a half hour, the outer order members are asked to leave, so you all stand and file out into the antechamber.
For tea and cookies.
Yes. No, you just have to wait around, because for about 20 minutes the inner order goes through their thing, and they appoint the new Hierophant and all the new titles. Celestes and Daedokos and Hyreus and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then you're called back in to sort of just wrap it all up. And the new password for the next 6 months is Vitae. So that's something you'll need whenever you're wanting to access order-related stuff. And at that point, it's all brought to a close by the new Hierophant, who you just know by his motto, Daemon est Deus inversus, or DEDI. Or you can all give me half no rolls to see if you actually know who he is.
Half?
Mm-hmm.
What?
So, on your character sheet there, you've got a no roll next to your education.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you have to roll.
Yes.
Fail.
And so you're going to want to roll under half of that.
You roll the 2 greens.
I succeeded.
Oh. I did not succeed.
30?
But I would have made it if
Actually,
it
it's
was
under 50.
Is
Okay.
it under half?
That is under half.
I would have made it if it was
Or no, your no is normally 50?
Yeah.
Oh,
It'd be
I
under
assumed it was
25.
under, it's
Yeah,
under.
yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so I will just scroll the name of the person here.
Oh!
Pass that over.
Well, there'll be no living with me now.
He's going to sit on that like
Oh
a
no!
cradle of atomic bomb.
Nice.
Okay. Alrighty, so
The DEDI.
DEDI. And so he just sort of brings it all home. He's got sort of a genteel Irish accent. which I'm not going to
Yeah, I
attempt
wonder.
to do.
Please don't.
And
Oh, I wish you would.
Especially for recording
He's
it.
actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
right.
I bet he is.
Yeah. No, it'll probably come out anyway, but you know.
Okay.
So and then everything kind of breaks up.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's just sort of the general milling about afterwards that you always
Okay.
get with any of these sorts of things.
General milling.
The general milling.
Humana,
So
humana, humana.
at this point, Florence Farr approaches you.
Excellent.
Yes. And so, she said, I can't stay long, but I'd like to meet with you tomorrow.
Okay.
I have some business for the order that I think you would be well placed to attend to.
Okay, lovely, Florence. What time would you like me to pay a call?
11 o'clock.
11 a.m.?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's good to see you. You're not the Hierophant anymore, huh?
It happens. I'm the Daedokos now.
Oh, okay then.
Alright.
I don't know what that is, but I don't know.
Alright.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
So lovely.
And then, just sort of, everyone's free to go their own way, just...
Okay.
What's Florence doing?
She's heading out with this DEDI character, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll announce loudly that I'd love to stay, but I have patients who will die if they don't see me in the morning.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's very important.
Hey.
Very
A
important.
couple of people sort of nod solemnly.
Yes.
Oh.
Good work that you do.
He gives and gives and gives.
Good
I
doctor.
know. He is a good doctor. Alright, so I'm just
This
gonna...
is a Saturday, by the way. Just,
Okay.
I don't think I
Oh,
mentioned
that's
that.
good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm just observing everything.
Taking notes.
Taking notes. No, in my mind.
Yeah.
And just trying to see, who's talking to who, and no one really talks to me, I guess. I don't have any friends really.
Yes, your ally hasn't joined the order yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just observing everyone and just seeing who's talking to who, and drinking my tea.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
What are you doing, Padma?
Yeah, I think that I probably made a few polite hellos and goodbyes and probably slipped out pretty quickly and quietly.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
let's...
have other social obligations, probably other plans.
Yeah. Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, politely excuse myself.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, this is mostly just a almost like routine kind of thing for the order. You know, it's like
Yeah.
we just all got to get together every equinox, do our
Meet
thing.
up, do it up.
Officers appointed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure.
You know, matters of record keeping and so forth, administrative sort of things. So, okay, so the next morning
Yes.
Right.
at Florence's flat in London.
Clap, 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 clap.
So as you're ringing the,
Is it really going to be this
as you're ominously ringing the bell, the door actually opens like the same instant.
Ah!
You know?
Oh.
And a gentleman
Uh-huh.
is sort of coming out and putting his hat on.
Okay.
And he sees you and he doffs his hat. And,
All right.
Excuse me, ma'am. Heads by.
Who is it?
Give me a half no roll.
Half no.
Mm-hmm.
And I fail.
Okay. You don't recognize
This
him.
is
All right.
new.
So, all right.
Well.
And
I'm gonna go in as he goes out then.
yes. And Florence's downstairs maid, Clara,
Okay.
is there.
All right.
And she knows you.
Sure.
So oh yeah, just through to the parlor, ma'am.
All right. So I wander through the parlor.
And Florence is in there. And she's sort of tidying up, but smiles when she sees
What's she tidying?
Oh, just a couple teacups.
All right. Okay.
So she's doing appointments today, obviously.
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ah, there's a
Oh my God, something like that.
there's
You gotta
a
get a handle on your mix.
phonograph
It's an
in
old
the room.
Victrola.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just I don't remember putting that on the mix.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
She must be really happy to see you.
It's escaping me out royally.
All
Actually.
right. Good. Perfect. Yeah. All right.
so-
Wonderful. Hello,
Wonderful.
Florence.
Yes, hello.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you as always.
So she pours you a fresh cup.
Right.
And has a seat. You see
Okay.
her tarot deck is out.
Okay. Oh.
Yes. So
All right.
shall we do a reading?
Let's.
All right.
Let's
Give
do
me
a
a
reading.
cartomancy roll there. This is great. She's
Yeah.
got a phonograph going in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. 37, which is way good.
Okay. You got it.
Yep.
Excellent. So you just do sort of a standard spread.
Celtic cross.
There
Would
you
it be
go.
the Celtic cross?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Let's see here. In the two most significant spots of the reading, you get the magician upright,
Upright.
and the Ace of Swords ill-dignified.
Oh.
So,
So,
hmm.
a charlatan approaches.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
That's another thing.
Yeah, so Florence is kind of, evaluating it as well. Well, the Magus is good. I mean, that's wisdom and originality, self-confidence. But I don't like that ill-dignified Ace of Swords there. That's debacle, disaster. Strangely, you should mention a charlatan, though. The Order has been contacted by one Lord Thomas Pellgrain. He wishes to join the Order, but most unusually, he is asked to be immediately promoted to the Inner Order. And on the basis of his claims that he has access to unusual occult knowledge.
Is that so?
It is indeed.
Huh. In what field of occult knowledge has he given you any clue as
He
to
hasn't.
what? Well, everyone thinks they know all about it, right?
Yes, but he seems. Well, I'd heard the name. I'd heard the Pellgrain name. I know his. Grandfather, also named Thomas.
Really?
Was somewhat known 70 years ago or so for his occult studies.
Oh.
But
that changes
he met
things.
a premature end.
Did he?
Oh.
So, at any rate, my associate DEDI has asked me to find someone in the Order who could recommend some people to help with this investigation.
So you would propose that I investigate Lord Thomas Pellgrain?
I propose that, yes, you and anyone else you feel would be suitable.
Look into the character of this fellow?
Indeed.
Interesting.
he wants to arrange a meeting at his manor in Leighton to supposedly show this collection.
Well, that sounds fascinating.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
Yes, I thought you'd
Yeah, I
enjoy
appreciate
the
that.
opportunity.
Wonderful. Okay. Who shall I choose?
Well, I know it's not going to be that Padma person. That doctor gives me the creeps. No.
Not to mention the kind of
Yes, and that suspicious guy from Scotland Yard. Screw him.
borderline autistic detective sergeant.
Quiet, fellow.
Doesn't seem to read human emotion too well. Yeah.
All right.
At any rate,
Yes.
DEDI wishes to meet with you and whoever you should choose
Ooh!
at Constantine's
Wait a
on
sec.
Tuesday.
Was
Okay.
DDI, was he leaving?
No.
That was not
That was
DEDI.
not DEDI. That was a separate person.
Okay. At Constantine's
At Constantine's on Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
What's Constantine's?
Restaurant.
Oh.
A rather Tony restaurant.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Delightful. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will do.
Very well. And so, if there's anything else to chit-chat about, you pass the time. She's not hurried to,
No.
get you out of the house.
We have
or
much to
anything.
discuss by way of zealotary things.
Zealotary things.
So discuss them.
Yes, I mean, as she's in the inner order, you constantly get get the feeling that she's not, she's not putting all the cards on the table.
No.
She's holding a lot back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you get the feeling once you get to the inner order, that's when it really starts to
pop.
get real.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the order of the order? Like, we have the neophytes, the
Mhm.
zealoters, right?
Mhm, mhm.
The
Practicus, philosophi.
Okay, so philosophy, are they in the inner?
No.
Okay, philosophy.
After philosophi, you get portal,
Portal.
and
that's...
then after portal, that's when you go to inner order.
Shit.
Yeah. So this Lord Thomas Pellgrain wants to go direct into the inner order. Quite a bold claim.
Yes.
Exactly.
If anyone should do that, that should be me.
Yeah,
Damn
I see I
it.
have some competition. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'll go back home. I don't know. I'll hit the book. Should I hit the book of the roster of the order folks and start calling?
Well, there's no official list, so it's whatever's in your mind.
There was someone sitting behind you.
With a cracking mustache.
Well, I'm not a fop, but I do maintain my personal grooming.
Big. And I was thinking like an inspector's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
policeman's.
it's
Like
it's
a little
a
walrus mustache on a central pivot. So
it's
it
a
kinda
res-
goes like that.
on a pivot.
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm
a
really
respectable.
surprised it spins.
Yeah. Oh. No, it's a respectable mustache. It's but I'm not, like I said, I'm not a dandy or a fop. I take care of my personal grooming and
Harumph, you say.
harumph.
Harum. Harum.
Much harumphing will go on with
First
this
of many
character.
harums, I'm sure.
Okay, so I'll contact Inspector Pike
All right.
Okay.
and
I'll do a run up on him. I'll check into the
pertinence
yes.
on this.
You'll run his name.
I'll run his name.
Now,
through.
what's going on? What's going on right now at the Yard
Yeah, I
is
was gonna say.
is that 2 years ago, the Scotland Yard moved from actual Scotland Yard, the place that was called Scotland
Yeah.
Yard and has given you that name,
Mhm.
to New Scotland Yard,
Mhm.
and so things are a mess.
I'm sure.
Boxes, filing,
Oh,
index
no,
cards,
really,
every,
we're behind.
you're behind. It's 2 years later. You're still
It's still a mess.
there's
Wow.
there's still whole rooms full of boxes that nobody's gone through.
It's that bad of a mess.
It's that
It
bad.
is that bad. So
It just breaks your heart.
It does.
Disorder.
Pretty hopeless.
It's not neat.
Oh.
It's not organized.
one last thing.
Yes.
As you're on your way out.
Yes.
By the way.
Florence asks, of course I know I can trust you and your associates to keep this in the strictest confidence, even within the order.
Okay.
Careful who you choose.
This is our big shot, Pike. We gotta make this work.
All right.
If we wanna make it all the way up to the portal, we gotta do all this.
All right.
So there are 12 postal deliveries a day, except on Sundays when there are 5. So you could do all this through correspondence if you wanted to. Just send out letters.
Well, I have a plan.
Or you could go around.
I'm gonna. Well, I have this much of a plan.
Okay.
This is the plan. I'm walking back to my dwelling, and I stop into your shop. Because aren't you an antiquarian?
I am indeed.
Yes. And so I see this little Padma by appointment only.
When I harass you.
Yes.
And I'd say I, probably just finished my late breakfast. I've just gotten to the shop, so I might be still getting myself settled.
Perfect.
I'm a tad annoyed that I'm getting buzzed right away,
On
but
a Sunday.
Yeah, it must be important.
But of course I'm gonna put on my best face and answer
Open the door. Hey.
Hello, how may I help you?
Well, hello, Padma. Do you recognize me from last night's tutu?
I think I saw your face, but there were so many, and
That's right.
I wasn't seated near you.
That's right. Well, I have received an interesting assignment from no less than Florence Farr, and I was wondering if you'd be interested. We are to investigate a possible new member under the strictest of confidence.
By Florence, you say?
Yes.
I'll admit, I'm intrigued.
Good. I'm glad you are. We are to look into the affairs of Lord Thomas Pellgrain, an occult scholar from Leighton. Oh, we also have to meet. Yeah. We're meeting Diddy on Tuesday at Constantine's, so Tuesday's clear.
Oh, yes, well, I'm sure I can get my man at Constantine's to get us an excellent table.
Excellent. All right. And if you know anyone else who could help us, that would be tremendous.
Hold on, I have to check my schedule, make sure Constantine's on Tuesday. Where's Pellgrain? Is there a meeting?
We are meeting Diddy, yeah. Didi.
Well, I believe I can fit that into my schedule, yes, although I don't have the name of anyone I feel I could recommend to the situation. I have no allies.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know very many people in the order.
Give me an occult roll.
An occult roll.
I'm thinking, should I crack my ankle on the way down the staircase?
No.
All right.
This is what GMs are for.
99.
Oh,
Jesus.
Lord.
What?
You really have no idea. But actually, I was going to ask for an occult roll from you as well.
All right.
99?
99?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's an antiquarian.
36,
and
and I pass.
Mythology, really.
Well, as an antiquarian, you'd be well placed to look at this guy's supposed occult library.
Yeah.
I mean, if he has such
really assess,
artifacts,
yeah.
I mean, I'd love to see his collection, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, Pellgrain.
Right.
As you think about it, you're like, okay, yes, Lord Thomas Pellgrain, yes. There's a history of, Florence had mentioned he met an early end. She was being delicate.
Oh.
As you kind of think on it, you realize you had heard of this. You hadn't connected the name. You're like, oh, Leighton. Oh, that's the
That's
guy.
that Leighton.
Yeah, who supposedly went insane and killed his wife's lover. And himself disappeared under mysterious circumstances. So there's this history of madness in the family.
A history of madness.
Yes, it would be well placed to
Let me get out my pen.
investigate that. Yes.
I remember.
You would probably be sick of me saying and pointing out every opportunity I have that I'm a brilliant scholar of the human mind at this point.
I know who.
Oh, it's that one guy.
Braggy McGee.
With the
Braggy
hair. Dr. Miles Hume, that's right.
Yes.
So I will set it to paper and then a little card. and have someone whisk it to your door.
They did the right thing coming to me.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, even Edie agrees.
It's true.
She said, I know.
I know.
And how are you contacting Inspector Pike?
Hey, maybe I just happen to be doing, walking down the same street. It's coincidence or not. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just happen to be walking the street and bump into you.
Yes. Yes.
And,
an odd coincidence.
Indeed. Yes.
Excuse me, madam. Weren't you at this meeting? I remember the back of your head.
Detective
You might
Pike!
get your hat.
I do.
My hat.
Exactly.
Crazy ass hat.
Yeah.
You're the one who wouldn't think of the damn hat.
The feather.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything.
Bobbing. Take a sneeze.
How are you faring this morning?
Oh, I'm faring quite well. I have an exciting assignment from no less than Florence Farr.
Oh my.
If you are willing to join me in this super secret proceeding.
Oh.
We are meeting Dee on Tuesday at Constantine's. If you have that time available.
As a matter of fact, it is my day off tomorrow.
Excellent.
Or Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yes.
We are to investigate a Lord Thomas Pellgrain of the Leighton Pellgrains, an occult scholar who wishes to join, now get this, wishes to join at the inner order level. Straight bang to the top.
Is that common? Do people
No,
try to do
it's
that?
unheard of.
That's unheard of.
He claims to have certain secret knowledge, and we are to evaluate him and said knowledge.
Well, I can offer my services, the things that I can do within my own other organization I'm a part of.
Yes.
In addition to my own wheelings and dealings. And
there was, yes.
So I can find out some information for you just to see what the background is on this fellow.
There was some unpleasantness. Some generations ago.
So was this like a known thing that happened? Like,
how famous was this
a known
Pellgrain case?
Pellgrain?
Yeah.
Give me an occult roll.
Cult you. Alright, let's see. 34. No, I don't have anything in a cult.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right then.
I know nothing about this
Fine.
case.
Look into
but
it.
I am intrigued.
Yes.
And everyone has a little something in their background,
That's
so
right.
I will go and check it out.
Excellent.
And I will see you on Tuesday. Good day.
Okay.
Okay.
That's exactly what happened when people to the inner order.
Exactly.
A monocle in the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to go outside?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, or if you
Well, Jason,
I will,
actually-
for Tuesday, I'll refer my patients to a lesser colleague.
Yes. Certainly.
And is she
Yeah, I think she'll be okay. Let me just. Oh, no, she won't be.
I think that I closed the door.
Yeah, let me get it. Little rapscallion. Sorry,
No.
guys.
No problem.
It was getting kind of close in here anyway. It's good to get there.
Yeah, that's true. I'll let that fire go out.
She's like, I'm really upset, but I still have to pee.
Right. Priority here.
Oh goodness.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, everyone.
No problem. Okay, so yes, arrangements are made, patients referred to lesser colleagues.
We have Monday, right?
You do have Mondays.
Well,
Anything you want to do?
I'd like to do a library use to look up Pellgrain.
I'll be right back.
Anything possible with Pellgrain. That's
Yeah, I'm
quite a
looking at stuff
beautiful.
in the yard.
Oh, you're doing that? All right. I choose to do nothing then.
All right.
I'll work.
Well, more than one roll. Never heard anything.
Yeah.
You can try. You don't even really need to.
I mean, it would be in my character to go try and look this up to get a jump on the situation.
Exactly.
You know?
Sure. That's fine. But in this case, it wouldn't be a library use roll; it'd be a credit rating roll.
Ah,
Yes.
fine. So I'll call my dad and see what he knows.
Actually, I was thinking the same thing.
Really?
I'd probably
Good
be very
idea.
close with my elderly father, and since he too is an antiquarian,
Yes.
he
Oh,
might
you
have
know.
known
He
his
might have seen it.
grandfather, to be
Yes.
honest.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure. You can both try credit rating rolls then.
Alrighty. And I fail.
Mine is 004.
Whoa,
And mine is 85.
So you rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4.
Yes, so that is good. Basically, anytime you roll less than 20% of your skill, so like an 85 would be a 17 or less,
Okay.
that's like a critical success. So, yeah, 4. That's good.
That was me just mentioning it casually to my father, probably over tea later that afternoon.
Oh, and go ahead and give put a little check in the box next to credit rating there.
Is the water still warm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
So Jade, if you want more tea, the little teapots.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right. So I am looking up stuff at the yard.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really difficult because
Yes, it
it's
is.
a mess. It is a mess. It's ghastly. So yes.
Do you have a law skill?
I do. 40.
Give it half law.
Okay, I'm curious. What is the mechanics behind the halves?
It means difficult.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Easy would be double your normal.
No, I got zeroed to the zero.
You got 3 zeros in a row? You got 3 zeros in a row. You guys are defying the odds. All right.
We are.
So, in your conversation with your father, he, yes, I recall the Pellgrains well.
You live with your father?
Not mine.
Oh, your father.
Oh, because he was an antiquarian as well, so I learned my
All right.
family business, and
Yes, that's right.
I'm sure he might have heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing also in the occult. Then.
Definitely.
Yes, I don't know so much about this occult business, but I did make some purchases off Reginald Pellgrain, I believe the father of this younger Thomas, who I think actually goes by his middle name of Arthur, usually.
Arthur Pellgrain?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'd heard that Reginald died a few months ago, actually, in a carriage accident.
Oh, goodness.
What?
Yeah. That's why Thomas has the books, probably. I'll be fine.
Oh. No.
And Arthur has a bit of a reputation, so I want you to be careful around him, darling. He's a bit of a rake, a bit of a playboy.
Oh, what?
A few hushed-up scandals.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
They're, the Pellgrains, they're reasonably wealthy, and an old family name, but not terribly well connected or well known. They've been in decline the last few generations.
Especially with all the scandalous behavior going
Yeah,
on.
no,
It's
that's just, yeah.
incredibly unsavory.
But it was to our benefit. I made some fine purchases off of them when they came upon hard times a few years ago.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright.
Like what? Sorry, I'm not there.
Yeah, you're not there.
Sorry.
I am curious, like, what if we purchased what?
I bought about half of their library.
Half of their library.
Yeah, and an old encyclopedia set, first edition of Johnson's Dictionary, that sort of thing.
Anything unusual or exceptional?
No, not terribly.
Very-
Just some first editions, that sort of thing.
Haram.
Interesting. I know. This is very unsavory. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about meeting him now.
Yeah, that's kind
Kind
of.
of an unsavory character. Let's proceed with caution.
Well, you'll all be in a group, so that's good.
Yes, well,
Safety in numbers.
even then,
Yeah.
I'm sure though, I'd think not much more of it and just go back to exchanging pleasantries.
Try to muddle through.
Yes.
Right.
So, any other Monday business for anyone?
Monday business. I'm still looking I'm looking through files.
Yeah, you know, on your lunch hour, you snatch some time. That's what your half law roll is for. So, that's all we.
All right.
Yes. Now you know that just from your own professional experience that if this Thomas Pellgrain elder died under the such scandalous circumstances, that there might be some files on him at the Leighton police or courts rather.
Okay. So I'll send a
Leighton.
courier to look that up for me, or do I go? I can go.
You can go,
Oh, okay.
but
Well,
you're working today, so.
yeah, I can't go.
Today.
Yeah. Oh well. I'll go Tuesday morning. Do you think I'll be able to make it back in time?
It's about an hour train ride.
And dinner. Right, it's dinner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4:00.
Yeah, I can make it back.
Okay.
Go out first thing and then come back.
Sure. Okay. So
Yeah.
give me a full law roll there then.
Thank you. Of course, I don't make it.
Okay. So the Leighton's just a small town, sort of a gentleman farmers sort of community, and their courthouse is very small and abysmally organized.
Huh.
Makes even the chaos at New Scotland Yard look downright encyclopedic.
Alrighty.
Tierra Maria. So
Because it is such a small town, though, you might be able to pick up on some gossip.
that's what I'm
All
driving
right.
at. That's it.
Ask around.
I'm gonna look
Uh-huh.
around. I'm gonna ask
Local
around. I'm
lore.
gonna ask
You got
the
it.
people. See what's going on.
Let's go down to the local pub.
Yeah.
Here's some interesting stories.
Yeah, I'm gonna
from
pick up get a pint.
early drunks.
Mm-hmm.
Get a pint and
Very early drunks.
very early.
It's
They're
gonna
gonna-
be lunchtime.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Give me a little bit of
Give me a credit rating.
credit rating is good. I just cursed myself. Yeah,
Yep.
I know.
You didn't get it?
I don't like these dice.
You
They're not
got
easy.
you got copper written all over you.
Oh.
And they're not.
They don't view me as a
Speak
fop,
about
do they?
personal, private scandal within their small, well-meaning community.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No outsiders.
to a newcomer.
You've seen Hot Fuzz, you know how these things work.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, well, I tried. I'll get my change and head back to London, where the cool people are.
Right. So you all convene at Constantine's.
Mhm.
It's a kind of upscale restaurant in St. John's Wood on the West End. Padma, when you went to arrange for a table, you found it had already been arranged
Oh.
for a party of 6.
Hmm.
Not just a table, but a private room, in fact.
Oh.
For 6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was Florence coming?
I don't know. I guess so.
Well,
We'll find out.
yes. So when you get there, you are ushered into this private room, and indeed there is DEDI and SSDD, aka Florence Farr.
Oh.
Both already seated, and they stand to welcome you as you all filter in at individual times of arrival.
Mm-hmm.
So some pleasant small talk is exchanged, as you're all being seated and settling in. DEDI, he talks about the weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice run of weather we've been having lately.
Mm-hmm.
Expecting rain anytime.
Indeed.
And
So-
as he does so, the cucumber soup is brought out and presented before you. and then the waitstaff sort of excuse themselves, slide the door shut. And his manner gets much more serious as soon as you're all alone. I believe you're all aware of why we've convened here today. And I believe my associate has informed you that for reasons we cannot divulge, what we are asking you to do cannot go beyond the boundaries of this room.
Certainly.
I had asked SSDD to help select some competent but relatively, forgive me, unimportant members. In order
I'm sorry,
to
what?
only in the
would
order,
never
only
say
in the
that.
sense of the order.
Excuse me.
Beg your pardon.
You did introduce me, right?
Soup spins mid.
The spoon clatters into the bowl. Yes, I hope that I can rely on all of your discretion, but for own peace of mind,
Yes.
if you would just all swear
Oh.
on your honor as members to keep what we discussed today secret.
Of course. What does he look like?
He's young. He's sort of in his mid to late 20s. He's got pince nez spectacles on. Sort of, typically Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Mustache?
No, clean shaven.
Oh.
As is the style of the time.
What? Oh.
Sorry. They made you grow the mustache when you joined the yard.
It's true.
They do.
Actually, it just appeared on your first day of work. You woke up and looked in the mirror like, oh my god!
Joe? I'm just expecting a Reno 911 with all the mustaches.
All the mustache, yeah, right. You must shave your mustaches by law.
Alright.
So...
I have a mustache, so what? Alright.
So you've all been informed of this Lord Thomas Arthur Pellgrain, and his desire to join the Dawn. He wishes to start at the grade of Adeptus Minor, i.e. a member of the Inner Order.
Is that at what level? If you don't mind my asking.
Yes.
What level is that at? Is that at like a low level
That's
inner?
the first.
Okay, the first tier of.
First tier of the Inner Order.
Okay.
I'm still trying to shine right in at the
Trying to
Inner
leapfrog
Order.
right up.
Can I make maybe a psychology roll to come up with some sort of theory as to why he's so crazed to do this?
Pellgrain?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's just normal.
Mhm.
Made it well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
For someone so young and with a reputation like that, he's either an egomaniac or he's got the real deal.
Okay.
And DEDI seems to think this as well. He says as much. He says normally this would be an impossible request, as I'm sure you're all aware. But he is claiming in his letter to me, he wrote me specifically, to have access to family secrets.
Well, and especially if his grandfather was so involved.
Indeed.
I will assure DEDI that I will use science to discover this man's true character.
Excellent. So he sort of nods to
Yeah,
Florence.
we know already
Well
though,
done.
from the cards.
Yes, he claims that this family secret will provide the Dawn with a substantial body of heretofore unknown occult knowledge.
Holy balls. I got carried away. The music's really getting me into it. Like, oh my god.
So at your faux pas is covered up by the door, sliding back. The next course being brought in, which is baked Dover sole in sort of a breaded crust.
I'm sorry.
It's awesome.
I would have been scandalized, of course. I would have been very well.
My cooking skill is 75. I'm wondering if I should insult this food.
Oh
So make a cooking roll to see what you think of it.
It's under it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's very well prepared.
Okay.
Yeah, you think you could maybe do as well, but it's edible.
I will say exactly that. This is very good. It's up to my standards.
Yeah, yes. Oh my god.
I assure you all, this is good food.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, DEDI kind of pauses like halfway.
Such discernment. This is good.
Indeed.
Although it's bordering on a little. I don't know.
So, yes, I intend to accompany you on your investigation. But afterwards we will put our collective minds together and reach a point of decision on young Pellgrain's claims. Should they turn out to be worthless, our secret mission need not be known to any, and thus spare embarrassment within both the Order and without. that we would have even entertained such an outrageous claim.
Mm-hmm.
However, if it has merit, you will all get credit for assisting in making that decision and bringing this knowledge into the order.
Will we get a little bump?
I was going to ask, would that have any influence on
Our standing?
increasing our standings?
Certainly,
That's
absolutely.
implied, yeah.
The order would look much more kindly upon you, and would that would definitely help speed your progression. Very well then. As you know, Loughton is an hour's ride northeast of here. I was thinking of going out tomorrow evening, if that works for everyone.
Fine.
Yeah.
That'd be Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
Check my book. Yes, I do believe I have that.
Excellent.
I think that should be fine for me too.
It'll be difficult for me to be away for that time, but I'll make arrangements.
Me too.
Will Florence be attending, or just Edie?
Yeah. We'll
Just Edie.
Oh.
All right.
What?
Oh.
Is she your friend?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. So your friends outside of the order?
Yes.
Oh.
We went to the same school, Cheltenham Ladies College.
I see.
And indeed, I spent a part of my childhood in Florence. So you see, it's rather humorous there.
That is very humorous.
That's how you got to know each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as the pheasant mandarin is presented.
Dig in.
Yes. Yes, and the meal is finished out in similar sort of pleasant small talk.
Watercolors.
Veal escalopes with mushrooms.
Ooh.
Carrots vichy, which are sliced sautéed carrots and cream and chopped parsley. Dessert is gooseberry fool, chilled gooseberry puree folded into fresh whipped cream.
That's wonderful.
And then apparently in Victorian meals you had your appetizer after the dessert, and it was called the savory. So the savory is angels on horseback, oysters grilled in wrapped bacon.
Wow.
I'd probably
No?
decline.
Yeah.
I'm here from the sea. I'm not big fan.
Yes.
I picked around at my fish earlier, but
Not really into it.
Yeah.
Is that something you would mention, do you think? You'd say that
I
you...
don't think so. I think that I feel...
Can I notice this?
Idea rolls would notice it.
Oh, why am I rolling those dice? That's not good. I do not
I
notice
pass.
it.
I pass.
You pass.
I failed miserably.
Good old
Okay.
Inspector Pike always gets his man.
Well, the good doctor did notice it as well.
That's
so.
true. That's good. All right. Yes.
So
So
the lady on my left, I happen to see
Yeah,
that she's
like-
not
I
eating
mean,
of
I
the
think
fish.
that it might be...
not so
Not
much
that
with
I'm
the
terribly
seafood.
embarrassed.
Yeah, but it's just you
not
avoid
appealing.
it.
You're not gonna make a big deal out of it.
No, I mean, if you must know, I suppose.
I must know.
I'm not terribly fond of the sea or the creatures therein.
Oh. Interesting.
And there's something about the way she says it that makes me not respond jovially.
Oh.
Makes me take it, okay.
Like, oh,
All right.
kind of stepped on something there. So you
All right.
all take your leaves.
Yes.
And if there's anything else anyone wants to do over the ensuing 24 hours or so, otherwise we'll just proceed on to Wednesday evening.
Well,
Put up your
maybe
daily
I'll
lives.
I frequent certain gentlemen's clubs.
Certainly. The non-skeezy kind.
The non-skeezy,
The actual
the middle
gentlemen's
class
clubs.
gentlemen's clubs. Yes. And
Put that in your pipe and smoke.
that's right. Smoke pipe.
May I offer you some tobacco to put in your pipe and smoke?
Yes. Wow. Yes.
Turkish shag?
Yeah.
So I do that.
Some Balkan Sobrani, perhaps?
Yes, that's what I do.
Alright. Alright. So, Wednesday night comes about. let's see. Are you all going to just kind of head out there yourselves individually?
Well, I thought we would rent a carriage or.
I'm sure I have my own carriage that I'd be happy
True.
to supply.
Wonderful.
The use of
Wow.
everyone
That's
else.
so
Awesome.
convenient.
Yes, that's helpful. So we'll meet at your shop.
I suppose, I'm sure I'd be equally happy to have them call for you.
Send your man around.
Send
Awesome.
my man around.
Better yet.
Betos.
Uh-oh.
Betos.
I'll be like, try to be hostess, nice.
Bedo's great-great-grandfather.
As gracious as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to send my carriage for you all.
Lovely.
All right.
So the Victoria comes
Yes.
around, picks you all up.
Oh, is there no more music?
I think we're just at a quiet interlude here.
Oh, okay.
There was a moment of, oh.
And I was like,
You doubted it earlier.
I know I did, but I got to do it.
Let's see. Oh. Bear with me. Hold on.
How long did you make the mix?
It's like 2.5 hours.
That didn't, no, you weren't. That was not 2.5 hours.
It jumped.
It did.
There was stuff going on.
There were
yeah.
issues.
There was weird. There were weird phonograph things.
Which was
playing.
perfect, though. That was perfect.
That was cool, wasn't it?
I like the
Yeah.
way that lined up, actually.
Oh, it's. Play it, Daniel. There. All right. Anyway.
In any event.
So we're getting picked up.
Well, it's okay, because it's taking time.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm meant
to
to
go
collect
from place to
coffee.
place.
Of course.
Flip
And
clothing.
so
All over London.
here we
Whereabouts
go.
do you all live, really?
Yeah, I don't
I mean, we got a map
Oh,
of
I
it.
guess I
okay.
never picked that.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
You don't have to be super specific. You don't have to say
well, I think
221
no, I think-
B Baker Street or anything
Well,
like that. But
The general vicinity.
yes,
Well, I don't know, like, what.
the
Like-
general rule with London is West End equals good, East End equals bad.
Right.
South of the river is solidly middle class.
Mm-hmm.
But there are exceptions everywhere. There's actually like this poverty map from the 1890s where they map out every block of London by family income, and even in like Kensington Gardens
There's probably,
there's a
like-
block that's red, which means wealthy, and then right one block over it's like black, which means
like Santa
poorest
Fe.
of the poor. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I'm sure I would not care to live near the river, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No.
especially being a tidal river and all.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll live south, because like you said,
South of the river.
south of the river,
Solidly middle class.
solidly middle class, near Burbla Park, Battersea
Battersea.
Park,
Battersea Park.
near Battersea Park.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking the sound of Primrose Hill.
Mm.
Sounds lovely.
Mhm.
Near the parks.
Okay.
Over near Hyde Park and all that.
I'm upper middle,
Mhm.
but I would want to live as close to the upper area as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like either in the best part of a middle class neighborhood or the worst part of an upper class neighborhood.
right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So probably somewhere between like Kensington and the city proper.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll be on Sloane Street in
Sloane
St.
Street.
James's Park.
Oh, very
Okay.
nice. Very nice.
Because my family has diplomatic ties. We are not diplomats, but we are minor functionaries.
Mm-hmm. Sure, living in Italy.
Right.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So yeah, there isn't a whole lot of running around for your coachman to do other than going south of the river for this one here.
Okay, I would have sent him farthest first and just collected
Of course,
him
and then
on his way
coming back in.
I'll
Yeah.
get
It's
picked
like
up.
it's like taking an airport shuttle. You're just
Yep. Exactly right.
gradually it starts filling up.
Is that snow?
Yeah. And then you hit the road out of town northeast.
Right.
Okay.
towards London. So you've been given the directions to get to the grounds of the Pellgrain estate by the EDI.
Mm-hmm.
And DEDI is with us.
No, he's going to meet you there.
Oh, meeting us there. He's taking his own carriage?
Indeed.
That makes sense.
And indeed, as you take the turn off from Loughton proper out towards the estate, those of you sitting on the side where you can kind of see out a little bit, you kind of hit a curve of the road, and you can see the manor sort of twinkling in the gathering dusk, and a smaller carriage pulling up outside of it.
Okay.
And so you arrive just a couple minutes after DEDI, and he pops out, and sort of greets you all as you're debarking, and as you're all kind of straightening your jackets and your hats and so forth, a young man emerges from the front doors of the estate out onto the terrace, and it's this classic sort of late 17th century English manor house, So he comes out and he says, welcome everyone.
Hello. Hello.
No.
So yeah, he comes down, he starts shaking your hands, but he's sort of like restraining himself from asking your names, and his eyes sort of flick over to Edie, and he kind of nods. And he seems most pleased to meet Edie himself. But he seems to be treating you all with like sort of equal reverence, as if he's assuming you're all probably Inner Order members.
But this should be familiar to you. I mean, this is how you expect to be treated.
Sure.
Yeah. Come on. Jeez.
I understand this might be pleasant for you.
Might be, must be.
All right.
So please come in. So he ushers you up into the manor house, and there's a line of servants there waiting, and they all take your coats and hats. Then he ushers you all into a very well appointed, wainscoted parlor where there's a fire going in the large fireplace you could stand in, basically.
Yeah, I'm curious because, as it was pointed out, especially by my father, they had been in some financial troubles. Is this just the family home? Is this just the central purpose?
This is the Pellgrain estate.
Okay.
And it looks like for whatever troubles they've had, so they're
Perhaps
keeping
some
up
of the
appearances
secondary rooms
well
are
enough. Exactly. Like
more
don't
sparsely furnished.
when you go to the bathroom, don't open any of the doors down the stairs. Yeah. So the
Oh, I don't know.
You have a thought? Go.
I have a thought. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this the same place then? Like where
everything
then-
happened?
Yeah. Yes, because this is the estate. Therefore, his grandfather lived there. Mother's lover might have been.
Is it the same place?
It most likely is, yes. It's the
However,
Pellgrain estate.
as a
They don't
lady-
tend to move around too
As
much.
the lady who's standing, I'm sure I would be polite enough to not remark about this. out
No.
loud.
Yeah.
No.
So is this the rumor your grandfather murdered your grandmother, or your bloodstains still on the walls?
There's a reason not to open those doors.
Where did you get those stains out?
So the servants are, bustling about, pouring tea and so forth, and Arthur's kind of standing next to the fireplace, like, trying to kind of put his arm on the mantle and, like, look casual,
Yes.
but
Yes.
he's, like, just looking completely, like, nervous, and there's a little bit of sweat on his brow,
Okay.
I mean, he used to leaning near the fire. I mean,
Yeah, come on.
Well, yes,
The
cold
wool.
sweat, we'll say.
Okay, so I'm observing the whole room, like what's in the room, and noticing how he feels nervous, right? I mean, I can notice
You
that.
can give me a psychology.
Definitely notice that.
Okay. Yes. You can tell he's not sweating from the fire.
No. He seems uneasy.
Yeah, he seems to feel genuinely like,
Stuff on the line.
He's wondering. Yeah, exactly. It's all on the line. How's this going to go over? Yeah, he's anxious.
I guess I would.
got one, Inspector.
Only a slight twitch of the mustache indicates your triumph.
Well, actually, I guess I should make a psych roll to see if I noticed that as well. Sure.
Yeah.
68, but I will. I made it. I will mention this, that he looks nervous, and ask him if there's anything we can do to put him at ease.
Very good.
So you ask this as the servants are sort of finishing the last of their bustling, and they excuse themselves, and he says, "Well, sir, I am nervous." But,
Doctor.
Doctor, excuse me. I am nervous, but only because I feel like I have so much to offer you, and I'm just glad that you're giving me a chance to prove my claims.
I have a question.
Yes.
Wait, are we allowed to like ask him questions?
Certainly.
DDI. I mean,
court
are
of law.
the
Oh yeah. DDI seated himself in one of the armchairs and he's just kind of
observing
tickling his fingers and observing.
Okay.
Yes.
My question is, why would you want to offer these items to us as opposed to a museum or some other type of archival or an antiquarian type individual? Why do you deem this organization that we should have these pieces?
Because frankly, I believe that the material that my grandfather has left to our legacy is of great occult power, and
You
should
truly
not.
believe this?
I do, and that it should not be put out into the general populace, but should be given to an esteemed order such as the Golden Dawn, who would, frankly, know what to do with it.
So I'm terribly curious how these things came into your possession, having been protected from being pawned off by your father.
They are, yes, my father. He didn't want to have anything to do with my grandfather's studies, and was perfectly happy ignoring what was left to our legacy by him. It was also a matter of out of sight, out of mind. The materials I refer to are contained in a secret room.
And how old is Thomas?
Yeah.
Again?
Arthur, Thomas Arthur.
Arthur.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's in his early 20s.
And when did his grandfather die?
His grandfather died in 1845.
So, if his grandfather died before he was born, then how did he come across these items?
My father told me of the sealed room, and these are matters of family lore. My father told me of all this in a tone of approbation. I think he felt that better that I heard it from him than rumors from the servants or local villagers.
If you weren't involved with your grandfather, then how do you know the amount of occult influence these items would have?
All I can say, is that I don't know for certain. But all I do know is that my grandfather was a sorcerer of great power.
What?
Who, the common belief is that he murdered my grandmother.
Yes.
But, or rather my grandmother's lover. But instead, what really happened, according to my father, was that he banished the man from this material plane using his sorceress powers.
So to what degree have you examined these
I
materials?
have not examined them myself for fear of causing them inadvertent damage or distress.
And have you had anyone else examine them thus
Indeed,
far?
I have not, and that is why I've asked you all to come here.
Very good.
My question is, what makes you think that you should be in the inner order if you have no knowledge of these items, when you could be perfectly satisfied with just being included in our organization? Why must you be in the inner sanctum if you have no knowledge of these particular items?
Because I am offering you great knowledge and power, and that is simply the price I'm asking. I do not require money or any other kind of compensation.
But you do understand that being in the order is there are certain levels and certain stages that you need to go through, and if you bypass all of those just because you have elements that you have no control over, how is that
serving you?
Yeah.
DEDI actually mutters something when you say that. You can all make a listen roll.
Oh. I make it. Yes.
Fail.
Fail.
Barely made it.
Okay. So the two of you sort of pick it up. He just mutters, "Do not call up any that you cannot put down."
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like an admonition to himself as much as anything.
I will say my mustachioed colleague brings up a good point.
My unfashionably mustachioed colleague.
I am concerned about this request, as it, well, it could mean a number of things about your state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I, not to be too indelicate about this, science is often seems strange to the uninitiated, but to gain an idea of your character, I'd like to feel the bumps on your skull.
Oh.
That's
helpers.
certainly, yes. Perhaps after we've examined the room. And DEDI is sort of visibly excited by all this, despite his self. He was admonishing himself because he was getting so into this tale, And he says, yes. Let's see what Thomas Arthur Pellgrain has to offer us here.
All right. See these things.
I wonder, though, Lord Pellgrain, if any of your grandfather's papers survive outside of the sealed room. And
what do you mean?
His grandfather's papers were sealed up.
Right.
So, are there any that survive outside the sealed room?
Oh, okay.
Just to get a look at anything else that you might have. And and Arthur says, I believe my great grandfather burned most of my grandfather's papers.
Okay.
After my grandfather disappeared.
All right.
But I believe my grandmother's diary, and he kind of heads over to a shelf and pulls down pulls down a small book.
Oh man.
Yes, we have this here.
Begins.
Yep.
So he slips it into his coat pocket and he says, if you wish to look at this later, we can look at it later. But let's attend to why we are all here.
Yes, fine.
So a couple candelabras are lit, and you're taken out to the grand staircase in the entry hall, and brought up into the darkened recesses of the second floor. And down a hall by candlelight, you make your way to a section of wall where there are paintings, portraits, and landscapes and that sort of thing. But this particular section of wall has had the paintings taken down and just set off to the side. And there's a sledgehammer leaning up against the wall.
Oh,
okay.
And one of the servants is standing there with his own little candelabra, waiting there.
Oh, what's the purpose of the sledgehammer?
I assume to open the sealed room.
Indeed. The room, when I say the room was sealed, I mean it was sealed.
Wow.
It was, the door was locked,
Flutter.
and a false wall was plastered over it.
Oh,
dear.
I see. So this is the first time you're opening it.
Indeed.
Then how do you...
All right.
Oh, okay, let's keep going.
You can see why he was nervous.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it has no other entrances or exits, windows.
Of any kind.
Well, in that case, if the rest of your house was in good keeping, then the artifact should be in good condition.
Yeah.
Indeed. That is my hope as well. So with that, he nods to a servant who hefts the sledgehammer and steps back.
What does he look like?
What does he look like?
Yeah.
He's probably the gardener. He's got big
Okay.
old biceps,
All right. Just
kind
wondering.
of sandy blonde hair.
He's the undergardener.
A freckly complexion.
Hmm.
Steps back, gives it a good swing, and just and there's a big sledgehammer-sized hole in the wall.
Yep. Do be careful you don't know what is immediately on the other side. You don't like to crush anything.
Yes.
Some delicacy.
Have you opened other sealed rooms like this? Or?
All the time.
London is rife with sealed rooms.
I sleep in a different one every night. We do this every night.
Back at my own sealed room.
Quite a good trade for room openers these days.
This room was sealed from the inside. Alright, so on the third strike,
Crunch.
the plaster just kind of begins to crumble and come off in big chunks. And so you all kind of lean in with your candles, and you can see a simple wooden door on the far side, 6 inches back from where the plaster was. little plaster dust on it, but otherwise okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a large crucifix.
Oh boy.
Apparently cast of solid silver.
Wow.
Attached with brackets and nails.
Oh.
And below the crucifix, scrawled in chalk, reads, "May the Lord's good grace watch over this damned room, and may he forgive the folly of those who enter." So, at that, Arthur's sort of like, yes, anyway. And he produces
What
a
does
key.
DDI do to that?
He's just watching, occasionally.
Alright.
Fixes his pince nez.
Mm-hmm.
So Arthur produces a key and unlocks the door. Door swings open, and a moist smell emerges. And sort of tickles your
Oh
nostrils.
gosh. Please no damp. No mold on the books.
Well, give me no rolls, everyone.
No.
At full.
I don't know anything.
I know.
37.
23.
Ooh.
50.
32, so okay.
Ooh.
You would definitely know, and you would just know. It's fresh blood.
What?
That's the smell?
That's the smell.
Okay.
Oh.
I wouldn't definitely know that.
That's true.
If you have enough mishaps.
But actually, you're right. Yeah. Actually, you know what?
I'm
Fresh
pretty
blood is going to be something
sure.
I'm pretty.
You're comfortable with it. If you don't smell it, then something is wrong.
Let the leeches
Poor
go
lads.
too far.
Yeah, right.
Constitution was just too weak.
Oh.
Science.
Why not? Perhaps from my mishap
Well-
at sea.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's fresh blood. It doesn't smell like.
Fresh blood in great quantities.
Oh.
What?
Well, then I'll announce this. I'll say that's the smell of fresh blood.
Oh.
Well acquainted with it.
For various
Doctor?
reasons.
I'm sure I would ask, how long did you say this room was sealed for?
45 years?
That's
More?
impossible.
This is extraordinary.
That's impossible.
There must be another
Unless
entrance.
Someone was sealed inside.
Still, and shows now to expire? Well, let's enter, shall we?
Yes. Let's go in.
Shall we proceed?
Could we send the door opener in first?
I'm sure I would be terribly excited. I'm dying to see these artifacts.
Sure.
You can push
Yeah.
your way in.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Arthur both, and the rest of you sort of follow.
Yeah.
The servant actually is genuflecting, like back
Yeah,
to
I
Yeah.
think he's like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go tell me wife.
I opened the worst room today.
God blimey, I hope I don't have to open a door like that again.
I told you door opening was going to be bloody.
Why should it be the death of you? Anyway,
Oh.
this whole Ibsen play plays out.
Oh god.
All right, so okay, so with your various candles, you proceed into the room. It's only about 20 feet square, so it's a small room, windowless.
Yes.
Is it furnished at all? Or
Yes, there are tables, chairs, benches.
As we bring our candles in, where is the blood coming from?
Exactly. That's the first thing you notice, really. Coming in on the bare, uncarpeted floor, everyone, instantly notices a rough, glistening blood stain on the floor. Very fresh. Calling for a sanity roll for me. First sanity roll.
That'll make it.
No, so I need to make that under my.
Under your current sanity.
Okay.
Oh, I made it 51 out of 60.
I did. 100.
I didn't make it. I've seen crime scenes, but this is different.
This is
This is
unnerving.
different.
You might be a paper
Yeah, it's a
pusher.
blood stain.
No,
and
I've been on the streets.
Alright.
But
Work
you
your way
didn't
up.
expect it
I did
tonight.
not. No,
Well,
this is different.
Actually,
somehow.
you lose 1 point, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
The reason you find it so disturbing is because it does look like a crime scene. There are splatter patterns. It's not just like a pool of blood. It's like there's a blood stain that you recognize as being like from a body that fell and bled. And then there are like actual like splatter patterns on the floor. There's some splattering on the wall.
This is unusual.
It looks like a violent murder.
This is highly
occurred in
unusual.
here.
This looks like a violent murder occurred in here, by the way.
And it's all
I think to myself,
perfectly fresh.
this
Great
is
Scott.
But no
very strange.
signs of the body being taken away.
No
So
body.
I check in with the ladies. Are you okay? Can you handle
Certainly.
this?
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll be fine.
Smelling salt, smelling salt.
Yeah.
Laudanum, anyone, laudanum.
I'll check in with the inspector to make sure that he's okay.
I'm a little shaken.
Yeah, you got a little pale there.
Yeah. I'm okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, good sir.
Is it,
EDI
can I mean, is this more blood than a human body would contain?
No, it's
typically,
a
or-
reasonable amount of blood.
Looks like from an injury, like a
Reasonable amount of blood in a steel room.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the unreasonable part.
it's the normal part.
It's a reasonable amount of blood in an
You'd find
unreasonable
it-
situation.
So it just looks like it's from like a slash, like
Like someone
stabbed,
was stabbed or shot. Yeah.
and they fell, and the blood.
Well, no, it looks like there was maybe a struggle. Like someone was stabbed multiple times.
There's no
and then
sign
they,
of a
and then
body.
they sort of bled out on the floor.
There's
So-
no sign
and there's
of a body.
no sign of a body, and the blood is perfectly fresh, as if this murder just occurred.
It's
Shocking.
not congealed at all. It's
No.
just fresh.
Yeah. So other than that, there is a work table covered with bottles and jars, resembling a sort of DIY chemistry setup or alchemy lab. There's also a sizable bookcase with sagging with moldering
I'm
volumes.
sure I know where I'm headed. Lift my skirts.
Yeah.
So when
Well, often you get to see him do that, right?
Not often.
No.
No.
more than you think, though.
Actually, yeah. It's not that surprising.
So Arthur is just transfixed,
Yeah.
by the blood as well. And he sort of mumbles, "By God, the bitch told the truth."
Okay, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who's the bitch?
Language, sir.
Excuse me.
Please, there are ladies
You have a dog?
present.
The dog?
The dog? Yeah. You have a dog,
Uh,
isn't she?
Hmm?
What's her name? Edie. Does she whine
Yes,
a lot?
she did whine and bark.
She
often.
barks. It is very rude.
Yes.
So who told you that? What are you talking about, sir?
He pulls the diary out and he says, "It's in my grandmother's diary." She says that the blood from that was found in this room after my grandfather's disappearance, and that no matter how much she scrubbed and cleaned it, it would return fresh every morning.
Wow.
After your grandfather's disappearance?
Indeed.
Now, there's you say there's an alchemy setup, sort of like, are there vials and things like that there? Could I take a vial and maybe try to get a sample of this?
Oh, certainly.
Nice.
Yes, there's a whole selection, all relatively dust-free since it is a sealed room after all. But there's a different substance in every jar. There's powders of various hues. There's bits of stone or plant matter.
Stone?
You even find a jar with formaldehyde and what look to be a set of preserved male genitalia of dark complexion.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll say,
For
Her
mother's
mother's-
lover?
Perhaps.
What the?
Huh.
I'm looking at all these
You
items.
also find a little folder, like not exactly a manila folder, but the kind of portfolio, right? And sort of checking inside, you see a whole stack of handwritten notes.
okay.
Yeah.
I have an alchemy skill of 4. I can make
So-
sense out of
You
level.
took
That's
4
your-
levels in
your-
alchemy.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that should have given you a bonus to physics, right, or chemistry?
Yeah. Chemistry and
Chemistry.
physics, although it just...
Damn.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and make a chemistry roll.
What is your thing? Tarot.
Tarot.
It's cards.
Oh,
And your
Mine was astrology.
astrology.
I
Mine was
failed.
geomancy.
Okay.
Mine was
Um,
like runes, right? Geomancy.
You took geomancy. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you. Basically, what you can tell is that this was the result of someone just sort of making it up as he went along, and so there's no standard here. Nothing's labeled. There's no like standard array or anything like that. So it's like, okay, I can take these powders and I can analyze them in a lab or something, and I'll find out what they are. But just looking at them, no idea. Yeah.
Well, I'll take... I will take a blood sample if I can, and
Sure.
just put it in my pocket.
Okay.
All right.
And the bookshelves. Give me an occult roll.
Aw.
Like checking these.
Oh, here we go.
up,
Here we
up.
go.
Oh, it's right smack.
Oh, it's right between your feet there.
There.
Oh.
He's gonna get
That's not food.
it. It's not for you.
try that a little less robustly.
Okay. Oh.
89. Yeah.
Well, I might recognize some of the symbols on the spines.
Exactly.
You can try
Symbology.
if you want to head over there as well. Yeah.
You have symbology?
I have occult and I have tarot as symbols, and I fail.
Okay.
I'll look at the books as well.
Yeah.
Certainly. Yeah, so you're all gathered around.
Well, that's what we're here for.
Well, there might be rune signs?
Geomancy is mostly divination, like how she did cartomancy.
Okay, I did make my occult roll.
Excellent.
Hey.
So the three of you are gathered around. DEDI is kind of checking things out as well. He picks up the folder with the handwritten notes in it. He says, "Oh, this could prove fruitful." Let's see. Okay, so looking at the tomes, you recognize a few titles: the Malleus Maleficarum, the Oracles of Nostradamus, the Zohar. You recognize the Emerald Tablet, which is a alchemical text. So it seems like a pretty well appointed occult library containing all the basics and
But kind of standard.
Yeah.
standard stuff. But there are a lot of titles there that you don't recognize that may be worth checking out as well.
Is the idea
Exactly.
what is he thinking
Dee.
about all this? Dee.
He heads over, with the folder under his arm and kind of, squints at the books and says, "Yes, I think the Order would definitely like to take possession of this library.
Really?
At the very least."
Well, okay. Any other items around that?
Yeah, are there any other objects in the room, or is it just the
Statues,
lab and
It's
bookshelf?
pretty much the workbench. There's like a wooden chair, but yeah.
And books?
And the bookshelf.
books.
And that's it.
How many books? What are we talking
Like a
about?
wall
All right.
of books.
Is there any? I want to search for any kind of a secret compartment entry. Any kind of like there's a candle. Something might spin.
You have just dripped wax on my grandfather's laboratory.
Exactly.
It
was so clean.
I'm not sure yet. It's
Yeah.
much of a-
Yeah, well, that's true, actually.
Anything odd looking about a particular book that doesn't have any dust on it?
I'm also
something
probably
like
curious
that.
about that as well. If
Yes.
something else
You
is
can give
concealed
me
within this
spot
room.
hidden rolls.
Yay!
I'm gonna look where they're looking.
Of course
I'll
you
do
are.
the same.
Indeed.
And I pass.
I missed by one.
I missed by 4.
Hidden. I don't even
Spot
know.
hidden. It would be under S.
Spot hidden. I failed.
You passed.
I did.
Take a check and spot.
Okay.
Oh.
However, you ascertain that there is nothing unusual about this bookcase.
The blood is impossible.
It is, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Very strange. Very strange.
And
indeed.
everyone go ahead and make a roll against your power, i.e. D100 roll, trying to get your power or under.
Wait,
What?
D100?
Against your power or under.
There's a D100.
Yeah, it's D100.
Okay, you didn't have to.
Didn't have to
Yeah.
complicate matters.
Fail?
Fail.
Failed.
Failed.
Oh.
Did anyone get 96 to 100?
No.
No.
Good to know. All right. So,
So I.
yes.
Dee Dee, I see you have some papers there in that folio. Might I have a glance at them for a moment?
Certainly. He hands you the folio.
Smeed. What's in them?
It's a sheaf of about 40 loose sheets of fine writing paper. But only about 28 pages are written on. Handwritten, longhand. Frequently interrupted by small charts, sketches, symbols, and the like.
Oh, lovely. What's the last page look like?
It's just more of the same. They may not even be in order.
All right. So this looks like alchemical notes, Dee Dee, would you say?
Possibly magical. Yes. This is probably Thomas Pellgraine's private diary.
Okay.
Aha. All right.
While they're investigating, can I ask Mr. Pellgrain if I could speak to him in private?
Ooh.
All right. So he's mopping his brow and he tucks his handkerchief away. He says, "Certainly, step out into the hall."
Okay. I basically want to give him an exam, and
Oh, you want to do the head thing now?
yeah, I want to give him an exam, ask him a bunch of shrinky questions, and
I mean, didn't call her a bitch.
I know.
That's
That's very strong there.
Got some anger management.
That
And I would
is
say, well,
By his
Very
own
postmodern of
family.
you.
no, it's not unusual
Especially in
to
polite
have
company.
conflicted feelings about the female members of your family. And I want you to know before we discuss this that anything you tell me will be held in the strictest confidence.
Okay.
But it's important for me to discuss this with you to find out, first of all, why you hold such animosity towards your grandmother.
Certainly. So he pulls the diary out of his pocket and he hands it to you. And he says, read this and you'll understand.
Oh.
Okay.
Score.
I will read this.
Yes.
It's important that I know what you think about the diary.
I feel that my grandmother, I feel for her. She was in an unhappy marriage. There can be no doubt of that. But I feel that she was wrong to seal the room up and try to hide away the knowledge that my grandfather had gleaned, even if the cost had been terrible for her on a personal level.
Okay.
The music's hilarious.
Okay, I will feel the bumps on his head now.
Let me use my.
All right.
Does
Do
he
you have
laugh?
a phrenology
Well,
skill?
that's just, I was thinking, what would you get from a successful phrenology roll anyway?
Yeah, not a whole lot, really. He has a bumpy head.
Well, the thing about it is, I'm definitely going to come up with, like, an idea of what his character is. It's just not really going to have anything to do with who he really is.
So I would say it would still fall under the rubric of a psychology role. It's just you think that the phrenology is what's helping you, but it's really you talking to him.
Okay, and I'll continue to discuss
Yeah.
matters with him. Do you have any dreams that you
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
There's a bump on your left lobe.
Yes.
You often fantasize about it.
A good psychology roll. I made.
Okay.
Excellent. Go ahead and take a check in psychology.
Well, I did sort of min-max this guy.
Problem. Basically the picture you get is of a sort of typically clueless young man who's probably in over his head, but wants to look kind of more important than he really is. Mm-hmm. He's very insecure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to calm him down. I'm going to try to make him, to bolster his confidence and to thank him for bringing this material to us. And I know that he did the right thing, and I don't know. Maybe suggest to him though, but it's of course. I mean, you can't join the inner order. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not even in the inner order.
So just having a little chat.
So when you're saying that, he clearly is like kind of looking at you with this sort of reverence, like he's assuming you're probably like one of the queen's physicians or something,
Oh my god.
He's like, oh really? Well, maybe I did overstep the bounds somewhat, but I will defer to your colleague, DEDI as you call him, and
I do know his real name, but I can't share that with you.
Yes, I too know his real name, but he has sworn me to secrecy. I take it that that's how things go in the order.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Wheels is not just.
Very well. Well, thank you for the head massage.
At this point, I might come out to get a breath of air.
Yes.
A little stuffy
Yeah.
little
Yes.
Yes.
I'm, of course, curious. If this room was sealed before your birth, and your father informed you of your family's unfortunate history regarding it, Earth makes you think that you would be interested in involving yourself in the occult when you have no knowledge of it yourself, as it is.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I feel a deep connection to my grandfather, and I feel like I've been placed here to carry on his good work. It's just it's a feeling that's beyond my conscious realization.
Okay.
Can I sort of sneak off to an area near a candle and just start studying this?
Oh, certainly. Yes. Yes.
Sneaking.
Yes. Let's see. So it's about an inch thick, and
Okay.
it's pretty much full. So it's going to take you a good few hours to read through it fully.
Okay.
But it's in a feminine hand, and you know just sort of paging through it quickly, you see a lot of pretty juicy stuff actually. Apparently she was kind of sleeping around herself.
Oh.
Or, I mean, he was and she was. They're both doing it.
Oh.
With others on a frequent basis, everywhere they could. So looks like it'll be a good read.
Tuck this in for some bedtime reading.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going to my bunk.
Yeah.
All right. So, continuing to look around the room.
So,
it's the library, and that's it.
DEDI has had Arthur send for a couple servants to come up with boxes.
Right,
And they're
he's
gonna
getting
start-
right to
They're
it.
going to start
Yeah,
boxing up
like,
the
let's take
library.
it.
So and then he sort of steps out and says, well, I hope you understand we need to take all the material out of this room to study it further. And Arthur's kind of like fine. How long do you think? And so forth. Talking out the terms basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the folio.
Yes.
You've got the diary.
And the vial of blood.
And
Right.
and the sample.
Of liquid.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
Yes, it's Kool-Aid. All right. Oh.
Ugh.
And anything else you guys wanted to do while you were here at the estate?
No. Not that I can think of.
Hmm.
I thought they were going to be like magical items, not like just books.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
feel
know.
disappointed.
And
Yeah.
are there everything else that wasn't sealed up in the room was gotten rid of by...
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was burned by great-grandpa.
Oh.
So no other objects
Damn
or
it.
anything survived.
No, apparently not. Mm-hmm.
I can't really think of anything else. Does it look like Dee Dee's gonna let him into the order?
I mean, can we call like a private conference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So he sort of nods to all. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Arthur started pounding some shots of brandy that he sent for.
Good.
And the muscular servant is still around, and several other servants have come up, and they're kind of whispering amongst themselves. And
Really?
yeah, Arthur kind of testily dismisses them. Be gone. And so, at that, DEI kind of wraps things up. He's like, well then, I suppose we'll be on our way. Lord Pellgrain, thank you for your kind hospitality. We will be back in touch with you as soon as we have had a chance to look over the materials here. And so, Pellgrain, kind of, again, just looks nervous about all this stuff being taken out, but kind of bites his tongue.
Okay.
And with that, you exit the estate house, and DEI kind of gathers.
Well,
all around.
before we leave, could
Yes.
I invite Lord Pellgrain to visit me at my office anytime he would like?
No, certainly.
Sure.
Present him with your card and
Yes.
so forth.
For another head massage.
Yeah, so he's like, yes, thank you. Takes another shot.
Yes.
And so outside, just very briefly on the cobblestone courtyard, DEDI gathers you all around, and he says, I will start going through these books. You all have some materials as well. As soon as we know more information, or as soon as you know more information, send me a letter by post,
All right.
and we will arrange to meet and settle on a decision. And so you all pack back into the Victoria coach and head back into London town.
Very peculiar.
Extraordinary.
Is that the strangest thing that you've ever seen? Because I'm still very haunted by it. I've never seen anything like that.
It may be the strangest thing I've ever seen. I'm not going to admit that if it is.
Okay.
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
No, I can't find out. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm an explicit kind of person, but I just found that to be very strange.
Yeah.
And unusual.
It does beggar the imagination. We'll have that sample looked at, see exactly
Indeed.
what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, one by one, you're all dropped off. Now, let's see here. Do those of you with reading material wish to start reading immediately?
Yes, I would have to in order to get anywhere with it.
Okay. Let's see, the journal.
Perhaps one day, Pike, I'll tell you of what occurred to me in the crypt of the Santa del Croce. There was an experience.
I would love to hear about that.
That's right, you were in the Duomo.
Some night.
Okay. I will take you up on that offer.
Okay, so you can skim the notes in just a couple hours.
Okay.
Doing a detailed analysis will take you a total of 20 hours.
Well, do we have the skill to do a detailed analysis of the
You
material
would need
in the
to
first
make an
place?
occult roll as well as an English roll to decipher.
Wait a minute, an English roll?
Yes, to decipher the,
The
the writing.
oldiness?
Well,
The oldiness.
they were personal notes for
Ye
himself.
oldiness?
So he used a lot of abbreviations.
Oh, how
shorthand.
interesting.
Shorthand, like.
Not exactly
no.
shorthand, but just abbreviations and, sentence fragments and, they were just notes he was jotting down as he was working.
Okay.
So
in a couple hours I can get a gist?
But you can get a gist in a couple hours
Well, let's
without
do that.
without any rolls.
Let's
required.
do that. Let's get a gist.
Okay.
Just
Gists
is
are
required.
gotten.
All right.
The gist of the manuscript is that Thomas believed another world existed parallel to ours, and that it was from this world that all manifestations of the supernatural originated. His research led him to the astral plane, which was not what he expected it to be, but which was fascinating nonetheless. So his notes, like I said, are mostly lab recordings and observations.
Mm-hmm.
He does digress, however, into a bit of petty gloating at having sent, quote, that bastard Robert into the ether where, quote, he met with the hungry ones and the thief of form.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Pellgrain also records the, quote, true names of several beings of the ether, whom he identifies as Zorlith, Ansteria, Thursif, and Nevik.
So is this Enochian?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yikes. Repeat the names.
Zorlith, Anstaria, Thursif, and Nevik.
Nevik?
Nevik.
Sounds like Enochian.
Would we be familiar with Enochian?
I would.
Yeah, your occult studies. If you have anything more than base in occult, then probably.
I have nothing in the cult. I know.
What are you doing in the order?
I don't know.
It's social.
Yeah,
Purely
it's a hobby.
social.
There was some
I'm gonna
liberated
bust
women.
everybody someday.
Yeah, I'm a narc.
Oh, no.
No, I have my own reasons.
Okay, all right. It's all good. Well, your occult will go up as you advance through the order
Exactly.
anyway. So
Yeah, you're here to learn.
Mm-hmm.
that's true. You're just curious.
Yes, and an excellent place to do that.
Yes,
Yes,
well.
indeed.
True. Okay, so and then the diary.
Yes.
Yes.
Now the diary is much lengthier, as I indicated. So to do a straight, full read through will take you 6 hours, but you can skim it in 3.
It's Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm. And you're home. Let's see. You headed out there. You got out there around sunset, so it'll be about 6. You were there a couple hours, so you got home around 10:30.
Do you have patients tomorrow?
Well, none that really need me. I mean, I haven't seen him for 3 days though. I'll probably skim it tonight.
Okay.
I guess.
So, from the book, you draw a very unpleasant picture of not only the volatile Thomas Pellgrain, but initially of Andrea Pellgrain as well.
Yeah.
As I indicated, neither one seemed to be on their best behavior. Neither seemed to care very much for each other. The marriage seems to have occurred due to Andrea's cynical opportunism. Thomas was wealthy, and Andrea's family had some substantial debts. And Thomas's desire to own whatever he wished, in this case, Andrea. So the picture that emerges is of a match made in hell. The two each carried on affairs during their honeymoon.
Wow!
And beyond.
Wow.
Each cultivating a stable of servants, male for Andrea, female for Thomas, to meet not only the needs of the estate, but their sexual needs as well.
Oh my.
Naturally, these servants were soon divided into separate camps, depending on which spouse they serviced, and the result was a thoroughly unpleasant household.
Oh God.
Not to mention a shocking portrait of nobility in Britain.
Oh.
The color of the diary changes dramatically upon the hiring of Robert, a valet. For whatever reason, Andrea Pellgrain found herself truly in love. The entries that follow his joining the estate and entering Andrea's bed are of a markedly different character than those previous. It seems that for once in her life she had found someone worth loving. Andrea notes Thomas's interest in the occult only passingly, since she considers it beneath her notice and just another of Thomas's inane hobbies. This changes drastically when Thomas appears out of thin air in the locked room in which Andrea and Robert are having a liaison and makes Robert disappear.
No!
That incident and Thomas's subsequent gloating over it clearly unhinges Andrea. She records her nervousness that he now watches her every move invisibly. The diary jumps from anti-Thomas diatribes to calm and loving memories of their engagement, which she writes, she eventually relates, whenever she isn't positive that Thomas is otherwise engaged and cannot be spying on her from the ether as she writes. Andrea goes on to relate how, whenever Thomas gets drunk and passes out, she slips into his study and reads through his notes. Her goal, it seems, was to bring Robert back from the ether. The diary chronicles her growing comprehension of her husband's magical researches and her eventual attempt to bring Robert back to our reality using the first half of a spell titled The Taking and the Keeping.
The taking and the keeping? Okay.
This attempt was a horrific failure. A creature materialized that bore a superficial resemblance to Robert, but was clearly only a shade of him at best.
Wow.
This creature tore through the house to where Thomas lay intoxicated and dragged him kicking and screaming back to the study, killing 3 servants along the way.
Whoa!
There it did unspeakable things to him, and before long his corpse, while Andrea collapsed weeping in a corner.
Wow.
Her record of the event is very brief and disjointed, reflecting her damaged mental state. Apparently she did have enough presence of mind to utter the second half of the taking and the keeping, which were needed to send the thing back to the ether. However, she also says she does not believe she did it quite right, and that she hopes the thing never returns. The last entry in the diary relates how she has ordered a servant to seal up the room for good. This entry is written, she explains, while she waits for the carriage to take her to a better and happier place than this, a stronger and more loving world than that which I have known. So, for your troubles there, for your troubles there, you get a point of occult and lose 1 sanity.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
a good deal.
Good job.
Nice
Good
break.
job, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'll be right back.
Can I ask at this point if I'm assuming I know some real doctors.
Right.
And then I guess at your discretion, do I have any that I'm very friendly with that might know more about chemistry than I do?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's very late at this point.
Yes.
I'm assuming I probably couldn't get a carriage.
No, it's about 1 in the morning. So,
Okay.
I mean, you could always try, but...
Well, I think I'll contain myself, and in the morning I'll seek out one of these colleagues and ask them to take a look in this file.
Okay. Very good, very good. So, anything else you guys want to do this evening? You're reading the journal.
Yeah, so I'm done.
So you're home. Anything you want to do?
Probably. My father's still awake. I mentioned to him my disquiet at this whole situation. Ask if he'd heard anything in passing, just gossip in regards to the family, other than what he's already told me.
So he listens with sort of growing alarm.
Yeah.
And he says, "No, I certainly never had any indication that there was that level of discord in that family."
Do you have any reason to believe he's not telling me the truth entirely?
Psychology.
Here's mine. Oh.
Yikes.
23. I have 5.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Good old dad. You can trust him.
Oh, really? Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. And anything you wanted to do with the rest of your evening, Inspector?
I get up to my usual wheelings and dealings in the evening.
Getting drunk and passing out by 11.
If you want to call it that.
Okay. Ah, yes. Heading out to the Gentleman's Club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, very good. So at this point, you all head off to bed, and the night passes without incident.
Oh, okay.
However, I would now ask that, let's see, everyone except Jen, please retire to the office and shut the door.
All right. Let's go over here. Come on, Edie.
Yes, the dog too, please.
The dog.
Hello.
Okay, hello.
How'd you do on your power times 1 roll?
53. My power's 10.
Okay. So you awaken in the morning, and your eyes flick open, and you realize that you are underneath your bed.
Wow. Okay.
You are lying on the floor
Mm-hmm.
in your night clothes,
Mm-hmm.
as if you were lying on the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just right underneath it.
Okay.
Make a sanity roll.
I just make it.
All right,
Just
very
make
good. So you convince yourself that you probably fell out of bed and then rolled
Yes.
back under it
Yes.
sometime in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could
Okay.
send for Jade, please.
Yes. Jade is called.
Hello.
Why, hello.
Okay. So you awaken in the morning, and you rise and make your way to the door of your bedroom where your servant is awaiting, to see you down to breakfast.
Of course.
And you open the door, and your servant sort of gasps and averts her eyes, and you realize that you are naked.
Oh my goodness.
And looking back, you see your nightgown lying on the bed exactly where you had been sleeping, like even with, like the kind of arms like this, as if you had just risen up out of your nightgown without disturbing it.
Wow. Okay.
And so with that, please send for Bill.
All right.
Okay. So when you awaken in the morning, you awaken to discover that your sheets are bloody.
Okay.
The blood, upon inspection, seems to be welling up from your skin, almost like perspiration.
Okay.
There's no apparent wound. You can wipe the blood off the skin, but then it starts to bead up again.
Okay.
It's not a huge amount of blood, but it was enough over a few hours to bloody your sheets, for example. And doesn't seem to be going away. So go ahead and give me a sanity roll there.
Okay. I failed my sanity roll.
So you lose 2 points.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I was going to see a doctor friend of mine anyway.
That's true. Now you have a legitimate excuse.
So I guess is that something I could go do?
Yes.
At that point? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. So that's fine, and go ahead and send for Desiree.
Okay. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Desiree.
Yeah, sure. Come on, Edie. Come on, sit down. All right. So
Was she confused why she was like?
she was.
Oh. Hey.
Oh, go do your business. Do your business. Okay.
All right.
You can kind of hear a little bit, so
Okay.
you're a little quieter.
Oh, well, did you hear anything important?
No, I just heard, now you have a legitimate, and we're like, la 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 la, all of us together.
Okay, have a seat.
Okay, yeah.
Have a seat over there.
Okay, come on. Okay.
Okay.
Is this the end of the game?
It could be.
Okay.
What time is it? Oh, it's 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you wake up,
Yeah.
you find that you can pick nothing up.
I can't pick anything up.
No, you can't pick your bedclothes up to move them aside.
Everything's heavy.
You have to roll out. No, your hands pass through.
Oh.
You literally can't. You go to pick something up and it's like you're missing it.
Oh my god. Okay.
When you do roll out of bed, you can't pick up a pitcher of water to douse your face.
Okay.
You know, nothing like that.
Alright.
It seems to start at the heel of your palm.
Okay.
And then the flesh becomes solid
But
again.
it's solid, but my hands are...
But your hands are...
Okay. Okay.
So go ahead and give me a sanity roll.
My sanity's already really low to begin with. I make it.
Oh, nice.
Somehow
so
I
you
managed.
you lucked out there.
I know.
You only lose 1 point.
Okay. Alright. Alrighty. That's it? Call him in?
Yeah, call him in.
Okay.
They're all married. What are you doing? Alrighty.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Before I leave to do the thing I was gonna do,
Yes.
I'm gonna write a quick letter to Mathers if I can,
Oh, sure.
and gonna explain. All I'm going to explain is that there were some books taken out of this house,
Mm-hmm.
and that if he could exert his influence to let us take a look at these books later.
Again.
Okay.
A,
So you're going to keep the overall reason why they were taken out.
just
sort
gonna
of
say there were these
vague.
books.
There were these books.
They were taken out. We were
Okay.
asked to assist, and there were these books that were taken out, and me and my colleagues have a vested interest in reviewing them, and I would appreciate it if he would exert his influence. And by the way, say hello to your wife for me.
Oh god.
Hope she's still not mad about the incident with
About
the puppy.
the thing with the thing.
Okay, that's fine. So that gets dispatched in the post.
Okay.
And then you're off to consult your doctor friend.
Yes.
Yes. What the rest are you doing this morning? This fine, normal morning.
I'm trying to get dressed.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have... You're middle class. Do you have like maybe one servant? Or
Yeah.
are you by yourself? I mean, you're
No.
a bachelor, so you probably
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I
Someone to
have
help
like
you.
a cook,
Mm-hmm.
and I have like a manservant kind of, but not like an assistant. Like
he comes in the mornings and he leaves at night.
He like shines my shoes and
Yeah.
Organizes your papers.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you're having difficulty with that.
Uh-huh.
So you can call for him if you want.
All right. His name is Vickers.
Okay.
So I call for Vickers. Vickers, I need a little help.
Is it the mustache, sir?
I've got the wax just here.
No. Well, I may need help with that later, but I need some help with my attire this morning.
No,
I
certainly, sir.
seem to have developed some type of a weakness.
Out a little late last night, sir.
Yes.
None of my business. Forgive me.
Well, why'd you ask?
So
me?
he.
You bastard. So can you help
Fire
me?
you right now.
I know. If only I did need your help. I need some help donning my garments this
Okay.
morning.
So he. Fine. Very well. He starts to kind of help you out there.
Mm-hmm.
How about the two of you?
I would probably. Oh. I'm trying to think of how I would handle this situation. certain level of embarrassment.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
Uh
I'd
oh.
probably be very flustered going down to breakfast. Wouldn't really want to discuss how I slept with my father. Just
Oh.
no, everything's fine.
Everything's great.
Oh.
Everything's great.
Couldn't be
Thanks for
better.
asking.
Oh,
Yes.
dear.
Yes.
Oh.
My tea. Oh, my appointments.
Thank you. Oh, kippers, yes.
Yes.
All right.
No kippers. She wouldn't eat kippers. She doesn't like
No.
seafood.
Oh, that's true, right.
Blood pudding.
Blood pudding, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. After the night.
Would you like some fresh blood pudding?
Just
Or
have
else it's
toast,
Pellgrain
yeah,
serving it.
Toast points,
jam.
that's all.
Just toast and jam, thank you.
I'm going to draw up a lesson plan for some students that I was asked to consult on. I'm going to write Florence a letter in which I talk about the lesson plan with her to see if she likes the lesson plan, what she thinks of the lesson plan, and then in passing, giving it no importance, I'll tell her a little bit about something that happened last night.
Oh, by the by. All right. So, let's see. Do you intend to go off to work?
No, I'm going to send a letter, missive, or
Have Vickers send a letter?
have Vickers send something indicating I'm unwell and I will not be at work.
Okay. Alrighty. So, within the hour, the effect goes away.
I'm still unclear. I'm going to go talk to Padma. No, actually, I'm going to talk to Dr. Hume.
Okay. Meanwhile, Doctor, you're off to see your colleague.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Probably wearing plenty of layers.
Yes.
What?
It occurred to me I made no arrangements for my clients today, my patients today, so, but I imagine, given what I saw, I might have just actually left without doing so.
Probably,
So,
yeah.
there probably used to be sort of hijinks, maybe, I don't know.
God damn it! I really need to find a better doctor.
The reason they're called patients.
Why do I keep seeing this one?
I'm sure his rates are excellent.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so,
So yeah, you've got an old med school buddy
okay.
over at the University of London. You know, he's a sort of junior professor at their medical
Okay.
school.
And I'm aware that he's a real doctor.
Yes,
He's,
yes.
He studied more mundane
Yes,
things.
he's considered a rising star in the anatomy field.
Okay, we'll call him Charles.
Okay.
Okay, so I can get in to see
Charles, hold on a second. Highmore.
Charles Highmore. Okay, can I get in to see him then?
Yes, he's just teaching classes this afternoon, so
Okay.
he'll see you right away.
Okay, Charles, I have need of some of your expertise in these somewhat mundane and base matters. I was hoping
Oh my god!
you could help me out with them. First of all, this vial of material that appears to be blood.
Yes,
Has it congealed since last night?
it has.
Well, nonetheless, I'd like for you to take a look at it.
So yeah. Yes.
I was thinking maybe you could do one of those things you do where you look at it, you know, with one of those things and
A microscope.
yes.
Yes.
Very good. And make sure for me that it's human. You see, I have a patient who has some strange delusions, and they aren't sure. They brought this to me with a rather fantastic story, and I wanted to be able to come back with them, telling them I consulted with a colleague and told them that it was be able to tell them with authority that it's indeed just human blood and not what they think it is.
I see. Yes, these things do come up. But you'll want to seal your vials better in the future, old chap. Looks like you've got some on your hand.
Well, that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about.
I see.
I have a strange condition this morning that's manifesting itself, and I was wondering if you would, in confidence, please, Charles, tell me why it is that I am perspiring blood.
Oh!
So he kind of, sees like little, pinhole-sized
Rivulets.
stains on your shirt. Like, good God, man. So he has you, disrobe and get up on the examining table and takes your vitals and has to like wipe some off the back to do the stethoscope, and it seems to be coming out even if I wipe it off.
I've been working very hard.
No one I know in medical literature has ever worked so hard they sweat blood.
Not yet.
It will be a first. Tell me, I don't remember. Are you Catholic?
I don't know.
My God, I don't know.
No, this guy's Protestant. He's
Good old Anglican.
Yeah.
No, that's a shame. I'm sure the Pope would be most interested to hear about this case of stigmata.
Well, it's a rather universal case of
It
stigmata.
certainly is. Although I'm sure I've
Our
read
Lord
of
and Savior was only given 3 blocks.
I'm sure I've read of some cases though that did come out over the whole body. If you give me a day, I'm sure I can research this a bit more. I'll consult with some other colleagues. Strictest confidence, of course.
All right. Not that, it's a poor idea for me to treat myself, even though
Indeed.
I think
As the saying goes.
Yes. So I was wondering if you had any ideas as to how I could stop sweating blood.
This is an incredibly unusual case. I hardly need tell you. And I suppose just continue to drink lots of fluids and maybe eat a steak. If you begin to feel faint, by all means lie down.
Could I use your hydrotherapy lab?
Certainly.
Okay.
Is it going to contaminate it?
Yeah, we'll have to scrub it down afterwards. Very well. So you wanted to go see Padma.
Well, I thought about seeing Dr. Hume.
Oh, right. Oh,
but
so you go by the doctor's office and
he's not there.
His beleaguered front desk receptionist informs you that the doctor has failed to show up, and if you just leave your card, he will get back to you as soon as he can.
I will. Then I'll go check.
Right. So you hail a hansom and are taken not too far over to near Hyde Park and the townhouse / antique shop of Padma Daschel.
Yeah. Bling, 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 bling.
Hi. Hello, Inspector.
Hi.
How may I help you?
It's very strange. And is there anyone else here?
No, I am alone between appointments, of course.
Oh, well, I appreciate you seeing me. I woke up this morning with a very strange sensation in my body.
Inspector, I'm not sure I'm the person.
Please don't fall in love with me.
Yes. I beg your pardon. No, trust me, this is very above board. I had no feeling in my hands. I felt as though my hands were invisible. Everything went through my hands, and the effect stopped about an hour ago. And now I... Oh my God!
That's really not the right background music. Keep going.
Is it the remote?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So it's a very queer sensation, and I'm not sure if you experienced anything strange last night or this morning, but I had a very strange, peculiar experience, and I needed to share it with somebody.
Well, no, nothing unusual.
Psychology roll.
Really? You don't say. I mean, it may have been fluttery flutter.
Oop.
Oh!
Nice.
Make it.
That's a critical,
crit.
actually. Go ahead and check your psych.
So I'm kind of looking at you like, are you sure?
Flat out lying.
No, you did say your hands felt invisible.
They felt transparent. I couldn't grip anything. I couldn't even get dressed this morning. My manservant Vickers had to dress me and help me urinate. I beg your pardon, but
he had to hold the pee bowl.
Oh, man.
Oh my.
So I can tell
the objects simply passed through your hands.
Yes, madam, and I can tell that something strange has happened to you too.
Well,
Your
The
countenance
fact
is
that
disturbed.
you did mention transparency is interesting, but
You can tell me. I've heard and seen almost everything except for blood in a sealed room.
I was an assistant adjunct to the secondary investigator on the Ripper murders, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
I must admit I had an experience this morning too where a certain level of transparency was
Noted.
noted.
How are you feeling now?
Excellent. I did not notice it myself. It was pointed out to me.
Oh my.
Oh yes.
By who?
My lady, of course.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Well, I'm, without going into further detail, obviously, you know, but this is very strange. I think we should contact Celestia and just see if she's okay. I tried to talk to Dr. Hume, but he was out.
I would agree. I think that perhaps if both of us have experienced something unusual this
Yes.
morning.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
let me call for my carriage and
Okay.
we'll
Very good.
go
I will
directly
wait.
to Celestia's.
Alright.
Okay, so quick carriage ride. You're at home scrawling your letters.
I'm scrolling away.
Okay, so yes.
My little Scotty, I'm holding my little Scotty back. Oh my, what a happy surprise!
Wow, I can picture it perfectly.
What a happy surprise! Come in, we'll make some tea. So what brings you here this afternoon?
Well, Celestia, to put it delicately, the inspector and I seem to have both experienced some rather unusual effects upon our persons this morning, and we couldn't help but wonder if you yourself experienced anything unusual earlier today.
Oh, I can't say that I did. No, I slept rather strangely, but aside from that...
Did you have
it was
any
fine.
weird dreams?
Not that I can recall.
Well, to put it bluntly, I didn't have use of my hands upon waking, and objects seemed to go through my hands.
Wait a moment now.
Yes.
Were you able to grip things?
No.
You were unable to grip things.
I couldn't hold anything. I couldn't pull the covers back from... I'm laying there in bed like, Vickers! It's all like dawning on me now.
Sorry, I just got this mental image of you like
picking them
in a nightgown but still with the bowler hat on and like a mustache.
And so I was unable to grip anything of substance.
Horrible.
It's like my hands are insubstantial.
Horrible experience.
It was terrifying, and thankfully the effects have worn off, and I can now use them, but I don't know if this is going to be a recurring thing. I don't know if you've heard of anything like this happening.
Never heard of it.
And
That's
apparently
really
something happened
outrageous.
to Padma. So. But she didn't want to explain it, which I understand. I could leave the room if you ladies would like to discuss it between yourselves.
Well, yes, please.
So I took my hat and off I go to wait outside, and I'll play with the doggy.
No, Celestia. As a lady to another lady.
Oh my.
I did not notice it myself, but was informed by my maidservant. This morning I seem to have experienced a certain amount of invisibility myself, shall you say. Well, somehow I seem to have arisen from bed and left all of my night clothes behind.
Wow.
Well phrased.
Do you mean to say when you awoke, the bedclothes were on the bed as if you had been laying in them?
Exactly as I was laying in them. I got up when I was awoken for breakfast and seemed to have left them behind. Undisturbed. Which I myself did not notice and did not experience again afterwards.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yes, well,
oh dear.
as I said, it was pointed out to me
oh
by my
dear.
maidservant and not.
You didn't feel a draft? No?
Well, I mean, it is kept quite toasty
Yeah,
at all
okay.
times.
Wow. That is awkward.
It was indeed an unusual experience. I could not help but wonder if you have ever experienced anything similar.
Well, since you mentioned the bed, does jog my memory that I did wake up this morning underneath the bed.
What?
From outside.
Wait 1 second. Wait.
Underneath the bed.
Yes.
So let me. May I?
Actually, you're outside.
Oh.
And a private courier is coming up the street, and because you're just kind of standing on the front walk, maybe having a smoke.
The
or
dog is
whatever.
sleeping.
Yeah. The dog. And the courier stops at the low gate and says, I have a delivery for Celestia Adams.
Yep.
Yes.
Are you able to take that?
Oh yes, I'm visiting the lady. I can take that package. Or
It's
envelope.
actually just an envelope.
Okay.
So he hands it to you and you
And
sign off.
I can hold the
You-
pen.
Oh, sweet paper in my fingers. Yes.
Okay.
The sweet caress.
Right.
And you sign off on it, fully holding the pen.
Good.
And
It's a good feeling.
he tips his hat
All
and
right.
he's on his
Off
way.
we go.
Okay.
What's the return address say?
The
Scandalous.
I'm an inspector. I
Yes.
inspect things.
Yes, you do.
it is an address in St. John's Wood. It's unfamiliar to you.
Although that's not far from where I live.
No, it isn't.
Okay. Knock, knock, knock. The courier came and delivered this. May I come in?
Yes,
or
please
Yes,
come in,
yes,
Pike.
yes.
Come in.
So I hand you the envelope.
Okay.
Smell the envelope.
Oh, you know the perfume immediately. It's
Open.
from Florence Farr.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
I'll read this later.
Oh my!
Actually,
Wait, psychology?
No, should I read it now?
Well, as you just flip it open to confirm it's from her,
Mhm.
you see that she's written urgent across the top.
Oh, okay.
Psychology?
Sure.
I make it.
Okay.
I noticed you noticing or wanting to sniff the envelope.
Mm-hmm.
There's much sniffing going on.
It is perhaps a bit odd. Well, you can't be too careful these days. So I see the urgent, so I get my letter opener from the desk and I sit down and open the letter.
Urgent. Remember, it's urgent.
This is urgent. I'm doing it right now, aren't I?
Meeting urgent.
All right.
So,
What does it say?
what's your motto again?
Abyssus, abyssum ex animo.
So,
EEX?
dear AAEA.
A.
Oh.
I am writing this on behalf of DEDI. He wishes to meet with you and your associates at your earliest convenience at the address given on the back of this envelope.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That's why you opened up the
Sincerely,
letter.
SSDD.
All right. Turning it around.
Now, have you read it aloud or have you read it privately to yourself?
I've read it privately to myself.
Okay.
Turning it around, I'm looking at the address, and I'm saying, teammates.
Is everything all
Super
right?
friends.
What's going on?
I have received a communique from Florence Farr asking us to meet with Dee Dee at our earliest convenience at this address.
Oh, well.
Well, my carriage is waiting outside.
Yeah.
But should we find the doctor first?
We should.
We should
Speaking
try.
of,
We should go past.
You,
Okay.
this will take us up to about when your appointment is ending. So.
Okay.
Charles Highmore, Dr. Highmore.
So his symptoms are continuing.
Yours are continuing. And he says, there's a simple test I can run to determine if this is human blood, but it takes a few hours to come out. So I will send a letter to your home address with any information I find as I find it.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Charles, and say hello to your wife.
Will do. She still hates you as well. He has a history of
I love that
healing.
idea of, like every
Yeah,
life
the
is
wife
like.
of his friends, yeah.
So,
At which point would you return to your office and be
I would
notified
I
that
would go
we've
back to
been looking for
my
you?
I would go back to my I imagine I would drop by my office.
If only just to say, cancel all my appointments.
Quickly stick my head in and say
Yeah.
that I'm engaged in a vitally important matter of research, and that you should make arrangements for my patients to see a lesser colleague.
Your famous lesser colleague. And so your secretary.
I'm picturing these the patients coming out with that call. Like, wow, I have like a clear cut answer now.
He was really good. Why can't I see him?
Yeah.
Well, we can't all see the doctor.
Yeah. So your secretary, very well, sir, but
You should have
But a man from the
Yeah.
Scotland Yard was by to see you. And he
Well, I'll
did-
probably just be sticking my head in because I imagine.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
certainly. But yeah,
Yeah.
He's sort of like, oh, you know, Scotland Yard was here, sir. You know.
Say, all right, well, walk up to the door, put the card down, walk away, and then turn around.
Head in the corner.
He tells me he wouldn't be that unused to
He would
that.
be
Yeah,
phased.
Right.
like
Yeah.
this kind of
Yeah.
behavior. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, sir.
Yeah. So, yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
doctor.
I say. Yeah. General infectious disease protocol. Yes.
Yes, that's it. Exactly. Of course, that's what I meant. Okay, so I'll get the card, and it just says that.
Inspector
Pike.
Xavier Pike.
Okay.
What is your first name?
Wesley.
Wesley Pike.
You know, I'm going to go home at this point because I imagine I'm a little disturbed by this, and also I think that if I go looking for these people and they're looking for me, that's not going to work so
an
well.
issue.
So,
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
yeah,
Sure,
so I'm going to go home and
Head by the house.
make a great meal.
Yes.
And,
Using simple, fresh ingredients.
Steak, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely some
Maybe
steak.
steak tartare even. Just get it right
Yes,
there.
yes.
Yummy.
and I'll just assume that my colleagues will come by at some point.
Okay.
Imagine we would probably
Ding, ding.
take the carriage over to his office first, see if he's arrived. No.
Not there.
No.
You find his secretary still facing the corner.
What's that all about? That's odd.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Are
go.
you
Quick, take a note of that.
alright?
Yeah.
No, he's back at his desk and he says, oh yes, the doctor is not well and he's canceled his appointments for the day.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Shall we call it
he's not
Oh,
well.
then.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Alright. So yes, you're just polishing off your steak tartare
Okay.
when they arrive.
Well, I'll open the door and bid them come in, please.
Oh
We
my,
are-
you look unwell.
I've been working very hard.
Are you alright?
Am I feeling any effects from this?
Actually no. You're
Okay.
feeling
It's just-
totally normal.
Other than
That's
that,
even freaky.
it looks
Yeah, it
like,
is.
yeah.
But
more
spot hidden
unsettling.
rolls from everyone.
Ooh.
Yes.
Me?
Fail,
No,
fail.
they're spotting you.
Okay.
Fail.
3.
Hmm? You all fail?
93, yeah.
Okay, so you're bundled up nicely enough. They don't see any of the blood.
But not even on his face?
He's not bleeding out the face. It's just like arms, torso,
Oh.
legs, basically. No hands, no
Oh.
feet, no face.
Alright, I'm sorry
Wow.
to hear you're not well.
Well, it's been trying.
Yes.
It's I give a lot of myself.
Mm.
Yes.
I do, and it's rewarding work, but very
Takes its toll.
draining.
Yeah. Oh,
Well
that's it.
Well, we received a correspondence from Florence Farr.
Yes, telling us to call upon Dee Dee
Yes, as soon as
as
possible.
soon as possible. Do you feel up
Are
to
you
going?
able to?
I think seeing Dee Dee was a great idea.
Awesome.
I think
I have
Yes.
so many questions for him.
All right.
All right, so off we go.
Okay. So,
Clippity cloppity.
yes. So you make your way through the London traffic to St. John's Wood, and a modest but well-appointed townhouse belongs to the street address you were given. And you are shown in to a sort of day room by a servant, and therein waits Dee Dee. And he greets you. He, looks much the same as you remember him. However, his left hand is in a bandage. And he definitely looks a bit agitated.
Okay. It's urgent.
Yeah, and he keeps kind of like glancing around.
Oh, Dee.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for coming out. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what the?
Tell me, have you all had any strange experiences in the night?
Have we? Yes, indeed. When I awoke, my hands were not able to grip anything. They moved through items as though they were made of air.
Excuse me. Go.
What is wrong with you?
All morning. Have any of you experienced this? All morning I've been seeing things.
No.
Creatures.
No.
Creatures. Horrific creatures.
Oh
Horrific
no.
creatures.
Yes,
No.
they drift through the room, oblivious.
Really?
Have you done the pentagram ritual?
I have not. I think we must return to the Pellgrain estate and conduct that upon the sealed room at once.
Yes.
Just because just this morning, as I was eating my breakfast as well as I could, one of the creatures seemed to see me.
Oh.
And
Wow.
it bit my hand.
Oh.
Okay.
This is not good.
No.
Oh,
This is
God.
not
It comes at a very bad time because I'm suffering from an unrelated medical condition. Right?
Are you sure it's unrelated?
Look who you're asking. Okay, I mean, I am bleeding a little.
Oh my.
My.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Very well. I think without any delay then.
Yes.
Let's
please.
go.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
Although, should we ask for some help from anyone else? Miss Florence Farr, for instance.
I
Or is
would
it just us?
I would prefer to keep anyone who was not at the estate
Yes.
out of any
No.
further dealings,
Yes.
lest they suffer similar
That is
Of
good.
course.
Exposure.
ill effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes. Do you have a carriage then?
Yes.
So the carriage conveys you back out towards Leighton. It's once again a pleasant morning with no sign of rain or bad weather. Yet there is this sense of foreboding sort of hanging over the carriage ride for obvious reasons. During the ride, Doctor, you've sort of been surreptitiously lifting your cuff to kind of check things, and about halfway through the ride, you sort of ascertain it seems like the blood has stopped.
Oh, okay.
Your clothes are now nicely stained, but you're not seeing anything fresh coming up.
Okay.
Do I notice him checking?
Spotted.
Fail.
Fail.
Pass.
Ah.
So yeah, you notice him kind of doing this.
Everyone else is rolling. I want to roll too.
I'm gonna and you may do
Let me get in on that.
So I'm gonna check. So how are your symptoms, Doctor?
I am feeling better. I thank you for your concern. I have it under control.
Okay. All right.
Fortunately, I'm uniquely equipped to handle this sort of problem.
I see. In what way are you uniquely equipped?
Good Lord, man, I'm a physician.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse my impertinence. DEDI, how are you doing in terms of, are you still seeing things while we're riding in this carriage?
He's been riding with his eyes closed most of the time.
Wow. Okay.
And so he says, I dare not look.
Well, the good doctor's issue seems to have cleared up, and mine resolved fairly quickly. Perhaps, maybe, if you attempt to look, maybe...
He opens his eyes and kind of looks around. Yes, I think, I don't see anything here at least.
How's your hand doing?
Perhaps the doctor should look.
Can I ask to examine his hand?
Certainly. So he undoes the bandage. And basically what you see is on the webbing here, it looks like, for all the world, like a lamprey bite.
Ugh.
It's like a circular mouth.
Ugh.
Can I do a first aid roll to see if I can patch that up? Actually, first aid's not too bad. I hit right at it.
Okay, that'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so you happen to have a salve on you that you're able, you can rub on his hand, and oh yes, that helps him. Comfrey or something. So another half hour passes by. You reach Leighton. You pull off down the side lane. It's going to take you out towards the estate. Again, you come around the curve. You can see the estate up ahead. This time, daylight still there.
I was like, it's burnt to the ground.
There's no skull hovering above it. Or
Right.
A tiny tiny skull, like a
tiny
human-sized skull.
Yeah. Oh god.
that?
Oh, that's creepy.
It's a bird?
Isn't
No,
it?
It's just a human
Slow,
skull.
slowly revolving.
What are you looking at?
Actually, as you get closer, though, as the carriage kind of comes up around the drive, looking out of the windows of the carriage, you can see that one of the second-story windows has been smashed out.
Oh dear.
And there are curtains kind of billowing out. And about 15 feet from the front of the house, directly below the smashed window, lies a body.
Oh.
It is a woman's body, wearing servant's clothes.
Oh dear.
Lying face down in the grass.
Oh my goodness. So I'll rush to her to see if she's still alive.
Okay.
This looks like a crime scene.
As you come up, you can see her neck is broken.
Oh.
You can see her face and arms are covered in dozens of the same types of bites that you saw in
Oh.
the guy's
Oh.
hands, and that her eyes seem to have been eaten out.
Oh dear.
Give me a sanity roll, please.
Why do I always have to? I make it. Ah!
You lose 1 point.
Damn it.
How about the rest of you?
I've already lost.
I'll examine her as well.
I
Sanity
don't know. I
roll,
probably
please.
would decide that.
Stand well back.
I made it.
Okay, lose 1 point, please. Okay. Yeah, so she seems to have died from the fall, the broken neck, and
Not the eyes.
not the eyes.
Not losing her
That
eye.
smarts, but it doesn't kill.
Right?
Yes.
And the body seems relatively fresh.
I'm looking at the window, carefully looking at the window. Is there anything there?
To see if anyone else is around.
Mhm.
Like, where's
Is
no
anybody
one come
looking?
to?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no one at that window. There's no one
Dear,
outside.
oh dear, oh dear. Up to
This
the
is
door.
new. This
knock,
just
knock,
happened.
Knock, knock, knock.
Relatively fresh, maybe in the last hour.
Oh my god, and no one's come out here.
Nope.
They haven't heard the commotion.
Well, where is
Knock, knock,
everyone
knock, 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 knock.
else?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so you do the brass knocker.
Dee Dee, I fear we may be too late.
Curses. So several knocks bring no
No,
reply to the
no.
door.
Can we open the door?
Mhm.
Open it up.
Okay, so you're seeing the entryway ahead of you. There's the staircase at the end. There's there's the parlor on the right. But a bizarre sight greets you immediately as you throw the door open and the daylight floods into the darkened hall. Dangling before you from the ceiling is a man's arm. But it's emerging from the ceiling like
Just-
perfectly, as
Gotcha.
if it was like plastered around.
Oh my god.
Sanity roll for that, please.
Oh yeah.
Come on. I make it.
I make it too. I don't know how
I
that.
made it as well.
I made it.
Okay,
We'll make it.
everyone lose 1 point.
Oh. I've lost the most sanity, I think. Plus 4 points.
You do see a ring on the hand.
Oh. Does it look familiar?
You want to go up and investigate?
Yeah. Let me go up and look.
It's a signet ring with the Pellgrain family crest on it. As you're kind of like right up close, like right up next to the hand. it touches.
Oh!
Well, what's above in the ceiling?
It's just
Just
the
the
arm.
arm.
No, I
is
mean
emerging
like
from the
what
ceiling.
room is above?
Yeah.
You want to tumble up the stairs
That
and
would
go
be the
find it.
question.
Alright, let's go.
That would be the question.
Where's the rest of them?
So the signet ring looks like, T.A. Pellgraine's.
Yes. Exactly.
It's a man's hand.
And it is a man's and a young man's hand. Like that.
Oh no.
All right. So rushing forward, you see about halfway up the stairs is the body of another servant. This time a man.
It's the second one.
It's the sledgehammer guy. Actually.
Oh no!
Okay, I'll
He's
investigate this
Okay.
body.
So he actually seems to be fairly
Unscathed.
unscathed. Exactly.
Is he conscious?
No, he's dead. He's
Oh.
definitely dead.
Oh.
And he's lying kind of like on the length of the stairs with his head facing down,
Uh-huh.
and his mouth's kind of gaping open.
Uh-huh.
And so as you bend to investigate, a bloody mass shoots out of the mouth.
No!
Okay.
You get a brief impression of a sort of circular, toothy maw kind of coming at you.
Okay.
So give me a sanity roll there, please.
Oh my god.
Okay. I failed my sanity roll.
Oh, okay.
I had my club on me.
Lose
Do
4
you need
points.
a pencil? You want a pencil?
Yeah, that might be better.
4?
Yeah, 4 points.
4 points. All right.
And,
Well,
however, it kind of shoots past you, like kind of over your shoulder, like it was launching itself so forcefully. So the rest of you see this like basically 4 foot long lamprey like creature kind of fly out over the doctor's shoulder, and it's just covered in blood and gore.
oh.
So sanity rolls.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. I have a club though. I have a club. I failed.
Oh, I fail.
I fail.
96.
I way make mine.
All right,
Oh.
1 point for you, 4 points for you,
I failed too.
and 1 point for the Inspector.
Interesting. Okay, so I have my club on me.
And a revolver, I'd say.
I do have a handgun.
And actually, I am also packing.
Oh! I came
As we
prepared.
discussed last time, I'm small,
Yes.
slight,
Mhm.
so I decided handgun skills, not a
Good.
bad thing to have.
That's
Definitely.
True. That's true.
Because
Okay.
I'm not very strong,
Right.
Yeah.
nor am I married.
Gun in the purse there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally unprepared for this one.
Alright, well,
That
That's
is no
definitely... Dee Dee, was that similar to what you saw earlier?
Basically,
that it?
the thing has launched itself over the
Right.
doctor's shoulder, hit the ground, and then rebounded up and is actually kind of flying through the air.
Oh!
Trailing gore.
Trailing gore.
Yeah.
Ew.
And-
Ladies' umbrellas at the ready.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, Dee he's sort of like, yes, that is one of the creatures I saw.
Okay.
It's given physical form, though. How is that possible?
I'm gonna put my gun in it.
Are you now?
I'm probably gonna whip mine out too
Yeah.
the second it flies out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
be hard
Take a
to
shot
hit.
at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Roll your handgun skill.
So bad.
I'm going to too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make it!
Yes!
I make it!
Nice.
And
Oh.
I also make it.
Ooh, very good. All right, so you're doing a 38. You're probably packing a little Derringer or something, I imagine, right?
Something cute.
Okay. D10 damage.
Oh, where's my D10? Oh, where's this one? 6.
Okay, and a D6,
Okay.
aka a normal dice.
3.
Nice.
Okay, 9 points altogether.
Yes.
All right, so you're both just like ah, and the 2 bullets hit it, and it just kind of like, kind of separates into 3 parts, and then they all just kind of fall to the ground and hit with a sort of rubbery slapping sound.
So I have my club on me and I approach the rubbery. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna club that shit. Yeah.
Never.
Can I get to a segment of this to sort of try to preserve it?
Oh yeah, certainly.
Before we pummel it.
Before you turn it into jellied eel.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna see if it's moving. If it's not moving.
No, it's
then-
just lying there.
Is it reanimating? Or?
No.
I might be crawling up behind you with my adorable gun.
And then I feel you
Adorable
behind
gun.
me and I go, nice shot.
Oh.
Okay,
Lily does what she can.
I'm going to suggest that now might be a really good time to do the banishing ritual.
Yeah.
To do a
Pentagram ritual.
That would be a good idea.
I think maybe before we look elsewhere in the house.
That's a great idea.
Plus, if the hand is twitching, there's a chance he might still be alive.
That's true.
He is definitely still alive.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Then
what?
he needs our help.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to help him.
Okay. So
I'll
some
shout
of you
very
are going
loudly.
to look for him, and some of you are going to do the banishing ritual, or are you all staying together?
I
I
think
think we should all stay together.
we should all
Yeah.
stay together and do the banishing ritual together, and then look for him.
Okay.
I
How
don't know,
long
I
is the
think-
banishing ritual? How long is the pentagram ritual
Yeah,
take?
how long does it take?
Not very long. A couple
All right.
minutes.
All right.
Okay, so let's
do
do
it.
that.
Although, do we need to go up to the secret room to do it?
That is the
That
question
would be
for
the
Dee Dee.
point. Yeah.
Yes, I believe that we should perform
Yeah.
it in the room itself.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Wow, we shot that thing out of the air.
Boldly.
Hell yeah!
I know, seriously. Like, woo! That's so rare. That doesn't really.
That's not gonna happen
Yeah,
again.
No, that will never happen
This
again.
is never
That's-
gonna happen.
No, that
That's
doesn't
never
happen
gonna
that easily.
No.
Okay, so off we go to the room.
Okay. So you all hustle up the stairs. There's enough ambient light coming in through open windows and doors that you find your way to the formerly sealed room.
Mm-hmm.
The plaster, there's still a hole in the plaster wall, and the door's sort of halfway open. And from beyond, you hear this weird sort of flapping, buzzing sound.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Pistols at the ready, sir.
Mm-hmm. head in.
Opening the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you see beyond that the room is now filled with a swarm, essentially, of dozens of tiny beasts the size of shrimp. They're just sort of buzzing and flapping around in this weird kind of random pattern. They don't seem to be coming after you, but then again, you haven't entered the room yet.
So we have to go in there to do this ritual.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's go. We gotta get rid of these things.
They're gonna get angry.
Distract
Yeah,
them
but-
because what happened to the poor lady down below?
Tablecloths for everybody. We should garb up.
Okay.
Something to like
Something
protect
over us.
ourselves.
Okay.
Shield of some
Okay.
kind.
Yeah, like some blankets.
Blankets, sure,
Mhm.
sheets, anything.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna cover ourselves in these cloaks.
Okay. So you sort of ransack some of the adjoining rooms, and there's, of course, guest bedrooms and that sort of
Sure.
thing. So you find plenty of sheets and blankets and that sort of thing.
While we're getting this, can I ask Dee exactly how much of a bump we're gonna get?
So what are we looking at here exactly?
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
some limbs
That's
are at risk
fantastic.
apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The order will look very well. I should say I will look very well upon your progress through the order. So far, what I've seen here in the last 12 hours is something that I'm not sure even other members of the inner order are prepared to experience.
Oh goodness.
All right then. So let's do our best.
All right, so
goodness.
DDI
Off we
gets his armor on.
Yeah.
And he says, "I shall lead the way.
All right.
I know a more advanced form of the pentagram ritual, known as the hexagram ritual. I shall perform the ritual."
Sounds fishy. Really?
Really, dude?
With the octagon ritual.
The octagon. Into the octagon. I ask only that you do your best to keep any malevolent forces from interrupting my
You're sure.
my ritual.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
Definitely.
Is there a broom or something I can grab? Maybe I can
Something.
swing at these.
Sure, yeah, you find a broom in a utility closet upstairs.
Okay.
So we'll be covered in sheets and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and cover him, and make sure we stand all around him, maybe,
Probably.
to make sure that we can deflect
Okay.
those whatever they are.
All right. So you're all prepared. You got
Demonic
your brooms,
shrimp.
your clubs, and your
Silverware.
and your,
Yeah,
your
various
ladles,
things.
Yeah, ladle.
And,
Exactly.
and you're all turbaned up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you return to the door and you all hustle in.
Go, 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 go. Exactly.
All right. And as you might have suspected, the swarming
Swarm
things
catches
begin
notice.
to swarm around you.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, give me a luck roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm lucky.
Oh, I pass.
I'm not.
I passed.
I pass.
Okay. What'd you roll?
77.
Okay. So the swarming things kind of go after all of you, but you get the primary swarm.
All right, so I'm gonna I see this. I'm gonna try to help. What?
It's your perfume. It's for...
But you're
smaller and weaker than everyone.
Oh, the predatory instinct, of course.
your airsats armor seems to be protecting you, but they're definitely like swarming around your head, like and they're like crawling. And,
Oh.
and you can even feel some kind of like feelers kind of trying to get at your eyes.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna try to like slap them off.
Oh, sanity roll from everyone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I expected as much.
Sure.
I failed.
Fail.
I pass.
All right. So strangely enough, you're unaffected by this. I guess it's just because it's so real. 3 points for Celestia, and 3 points for the good doctor. I mean, the good inspector, and 1 point for the good doctor.
So that's a lot of points in a short span.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a hell of a lot.
All right. How many of you lost in the last game hour? So, i.e., since arriving at the estate.
Oh, 4.
4. Okay. And what was your sanity when you arrived at the estate?
40.
Okay, so you could lose 8 in a game hour and you'd be okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
All right.
I've lost 8, and it's been over the course of the past.
But the whole,
2 hours or so.
So
All right.
you can lose 4 more in the next half hour of game time, and that's
Okay.
be okay.
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 Oh yeah. Game
I would
time.
say as I'm not terribly affected and they're not too terribly violent, I would say focus on protecting our
Okay.
good Dee as I
Alright.
try to swap them away best
All
I
right.
can.
So we're gonna.
So he has
protect
taken a steel dagger out of his coat, and he is beginning to trace symbols around the pool of blood in the center of the room.
Okay. Very
He's
good.
sort of invoking, various
Yeah. Do his thing.
mystical things. Everyone give me listen rolls.
Ah!
I don't make. Oh, I make it. I make it.
I make it too.
I do not.
I do not.
Okay, you two can hear over the sound of Dee Dee's rituals the sound of running feet coming up the hall.
Oh no!
Somebody's coming.
Sprinting. Coming towards the door. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna
One
close the
round
door.
act.
I'm gonna close the door.
All right. I'm gonna do opposed dexterity rolls.
All
here.
right.
What is your dexterity?
Dex is 10.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll that.
Okay.
You're 10. Okay. Okay. You just get to the door.
Okay.
You get to the door. You slam it shut, and you immediately feel something hit the door,
Woo!
and then start to pound.
Who is it? Who
Yeah,
is it?
Who is it? Who is
Fist
it?
pounding on the door.
Are
That's
they
it?
responding?
Nothing.
No.
I'm
nothing.
keeping it
Oh,
closed.
okay.
I'm gonna hold it closed as long as I can.
Okay. Okay. So the ritual's going on and the pounding is continuing. So we'll have to do opposed strength rolls.
Well, I'm gonna come help.
Oh, okay. So what's your strength?
10.
And half of your strength?
It's 11, so 5.
5. Okay, so
0.5.
15. Okay, so the door gives slightly, but with Celestia's help, you keep it shut.
Thank you. Alright.
So the pounding continues. DDI is doing his ritual. He completes it, and the pounding stops.
That's so creepy!
The
What about the lampreys? The
The
demonic
swarm.
shrimp.
Yeah.
the demonic shrimp, meanwhile, sort of begin to de-swarm off of you.
Oh, thank God.
And
It's
kind
starting
of
to itch.
gather up
Yeah.
around. they sort of gather up around the ceiling as if they're looking for a way out.
Oh!
And then they go down into the pool of blood and disappear.
Does the pool of blood remain?
It does, but you can already see a difference. It's already beginning to coagulate.
Coagulate. Holy shit.
Wow. Well done, Dee Dee.
Yes. Good
Yeah, he
job.
was covered by a sheet this
Yeah.
whole time, so he didn't see much of what was going on.
No, you didn't.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will tell him that I bravely protected him. This,
Oh.
Thank you,
you're
Doctor.
welcome.
Wow.
Well, also to be fair, I mean, we were all sort of,
I don't know what you guys were doing.
Oh my god!
I was over
I
here.
will openly say thank you. Thank you.
Should we, speaking of openly, should we try the
Well,
door?
We can, it doesn't
Is
sound like
there
there's
anything else
there.
unusual about the room?
No, it says
before
you
we-
left it.
Okay,
Yeah.
otherwise besides the...
Okay,
It's
so let's
emptier.
check the
It's
door.
got
Let's
less
just check to
books.
see if there's anything behind the door.
Yeah.
All right.
We
so
open the door.
You open the door.
And?
The silver crucifix was knocked off, and probably by your slamming action, really. And then the old oak of the door now bears impressions in the wood. Like whatever was hitting it so hard it was actually denting the wood.
Amazing.
Ah.
Wow.
Where is Thomas?
Is the arm still dangling from the
Yeah.
ceiling?
Well, we have to go back.
You're up on
right?
the second
So
floor.
Okay.
let's
if you
look to
wanna
see
So
for the
let's check.
remainder of...
triangulate back to where
Yeah.
above where the arm would be.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
Okay. So that leads you to the master bedroom.
Okay.
And it is indeed a master bedroom. It's a great big sort of palatial bedroom, not unlike Padma's. And
I know it well.
and so there's the four-poster kind of in the center portion of the far wall. There's a big marble fireplace and everything. But entering the room, you're immediately assaulted by a foul stench of feces.
Oh, we're too late.
Maybe he just had a
really
bad
afraid.
morning.
Really
Shut
afraid.
himself.
There is the body of the butler lying splayed out.
A third person.
Lying splayed out on the ground, covered in hundreds of pinpricks. But of the of young Lord Pellgrain, you see nothing on your initial survey of the room.
On my initial survey of the room.
Yes, as you enter.
We look, okay. In the bed? There's nobody in the bed?
There's nobody in the bed.
Anyone in the... Is there an adjoining bathroom?
No.
Just smells like poopy.
The stench does, the stench does seem to be stronger around the bed, though.
Really? What's underneath the bed?
Yeah, what's under the bed?
Oh my goodness, there he is.
Oh.
He's lying half in the floor.
Oh.
His eyes continue to flick, looking but seeing nothing.
All right.
Oh no.
He is obviously, his mind is gone.
Yes, the balance.
Should we kill him? Put him out of his misery?
Oh, I'll take him into
Well,
my care.
I was gonna say, is there any way that we can
How can
safely
we take
extract him?
Yeah, how can we
He
get him?
seems to be melded with
He's
the
stuck
floor.
into the wall, into the floor.
Yeah.
Alright,
Where's the sledgehammer? Can we get him loose? Like,
Well, if he's melded, it sounds like he was
like
stuck
it's
into a
part
portal
of-
and has
all right,
now.
right. Dimensionally
stuck.
challenged. Okay.
Dimensionally challenged.
All right.
I'm gonna shoot
Shoot
him
him
in
out.
Shoot him in
the
the
head.
head. Wow. Okay.
Okay. As the rest of you step away, you hear a single gunshot, and yes,
Does he look
splatter
like
his
he's dead?
brains across the
Yeah, he's
floor.
no more.
So yeah,
At least his physical body is no longer alive.
exactly.
I burst into tears.
I was gonna say, is there truly nothing we could have done to help him?
Yeah.
Well, it's too late now.
I'll
It's done.
express.
I don't feel like there
I'll
was.
express my. Wait a minute.
I would have been directing that more at Edie. Like, wasn't there anything that you, Hierophant, could have done?
Yeah, no, that's beyond any of my experience or knowledge. I would simply say that he was meddling in astral travel in a way that is not advisable or safe, and he essentially got what was coming to him, I believe. I can't say much, but the Order does have its own methods for exploring the ether, but it is a much safer methodology.
Poor young thing. He's just a kid.
Indeed. Wonder who gets his house now.
That's a good question.
Make a law roll.
Actually, that's...
Well, 27, I make it.
It will fall into the hands of the local government, which will then auction it off.
Skeet.
in
So,
which
an
case,
excellent opportunity.
is there anything that we can search and find?
Yeah,
in
well,
your house? I
for
mean,
a
There's
game.
sealed rooms and...
Of course, we have to cover the scene now. We don't want to implicate ourselves in this final
No, we have
death.
to like, well...
And the
but
arm
if
is
there's
hanging. What are we
anything
gonna do?
Important to save.
We
Well-
are we gonna run away?
No, we don't have to do that.
Really?
I can call some people.
All right.
So I'm gonna
That's
call
true.
some higher ups
In the yad.
in the yard
Mm-hmm.
and ask them. We get strange cases
Okay. I wonder if there's any
that are
survivors in the house.
inexplicable.
I'd
We
be
should look
wondering
for
the same thing.
survivors. So I'll call a little select group of people,
Okay.
and
wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they'll come out and investigate the rest of the house to see if there's anyone else alive.
Okay.
And is that thing that we shot still in the foyer?
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
I
did
want to
wanna
collect some of
take
that.
a chunk
Yeah.
of that.
Okay, sure.
I want
yeah.
a piece of that thing.
Yeah, it is.
The part with the mouth,
The teeth would be
the
good.
teeth.
Yeah, actually,
Might
if
help
the
identify.
head's,
The
if
head
the head's
part
intact.
intact?
That'd be a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
portion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a good chunk. It's good eating on one of
There
those.
was formaldehyde in. Wasn't there formaldehyde in the
But it
other?
There
already
was.
contains
Oh.
genitals. So I
It
don't
was
know.
actually
You
occupied.
take the genitals
check
out,
out
put
the
the
knob.
lamp in.
Check out the knob and
Here, you hold
bollocks.
this.
Yeah.
Well, actually, okay. Can I go back in the room and now? Is there anything unusual about these genitals other than they've been cut off?
And they were darkly colored.
They were darkly colored male
But
genitals.
they're just.
Knob and bollocks.
I'm not going
Yep.
to gain any real knowledge from these genitals.
No, you've seen your fair share of male genitals in medical school,
Yeah.
and you know.
All right. Well, I'll fish them out.
All right.
And I'll drop the head of the
All right.
the
Lamprey
beastie,
demon.
Yeah.
And I will
Ugh.
seal it up properly,
Yes.
so as not to incur the wrath of Charles Haremore.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, and so you wipe the formaldehyde off your fingers. And so as you're all going about this, Dee Dee, of course, takes a moment at some point, and he says, "I just want to remind you all of the oaths that you gave."
Yeah. I bet you do.
Yeah.
To keep the secret, even from other members of the Order.
Okay.
I, with your assistance, am going to prepare a confidential report to pass on to the secret masters of the Order.
Secret.
Secret chiefs, excuse me.
Okay.
Jeez.
Who they alone will have the wisdom to know what to do with all this
Information?
outrageous
Yeah.
information.
Okay.
So I will be contacting you within the week, I'm sure. So, on to mechanical words. Let's see here.
Wait, what?
We're done.
Yes.
Oh,
Alright.
and thus concludes.
And
This concludes our
this
first
concludes. Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
foray into the
Yes.
to the unknown.
and beyond.
Yes. I'll be sending out little messages to various different peoples. Like for example, if you want to continue reading the papers of Thomas Pellgrain the Elder.
Yep.
I would be waiting to hear back from my doctor friend on the blood.
The blood.
And I
Also
would.
from Paris.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, Paris if that happens, and
Oh, yes,
also. I'd like to. I only really sort of skimmed the diary. I'd like to
Go back. and
Get a little more in depth on that.
Definitely.
All right.
And
yeah. Some
Well,
lonely,
I'm gonna
some lonely
keep
lives.
yeah.
Just tear out the first half. Just the first half. That's all you need.
Andrea Pellgrain inadvertently invented the Harlequin Victorian. And then if you wanted to keep an eye on the auctions and
I'd probably
picking
keep a
up
close
some
eye.
stuff and that kind of
The
thing.
volumes.
Yeah. So anyway, everyone go ahead and roll a d6.
Sure, yeah. I rolled a
One.
2.
Thank you.
Okay.
1.
The amount you rolled is the amount of sanity you gain back.
Yay! 2 points.
Yay.
Hooray!
And let's see here.
Damn, I lost so much sanity.
Well,
Let's see.
I'm still pretty good.
I know.
I'm at 56. I'm alright.
No,
59.
That's good.
That's awesome.
I had
That's
things
amazing.
swarming at my face.
I
and
know.
still
And you're
59.
just
You
like-
handled that like a pro.
you're solid.
Well, I did have my revolver earlier
And,
for shooting the
Well, I think that was probably, and speaking
Yeah.
of that,
Hey, if you can
Padma
kill it then.
and
It's not that
Inspector
bad,
Pike, you
yeah.
each get a point of sanity for killing
Oh.
that small creature.
Good.
Hooray.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm at 40.
Uh-huh, back at 60.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really not. I have seen weird things working on the Force, so.
Yeah. And yeah, so on that note, that concludes
Yay.
The Room
Lovely.
Beyond.
Yay.
And you're gonna post this
Go Flaps,
on
go Flaps.
I don't know yet. I'm gonna post on Obsidian 4, but I have to figure out like posting, site to do it with. But I'll link it through the portal.
Good game, everybody.
Yeah, well done.
Very good game.
Nice meeting all of you.
Yeah, and I have
totally.
cookies. I have cookies to take. If people want cookies
Yeah, if anyone
to
wants
take home,
cookies.
I can.
I'm
put them in
good,
a little
thank
baggie.
you.
You're good.
Hold on, I'll grab
No,
it in a
really,
second here.
seriously.
No, so many cookies at my house.
Okay.